Whoa. 10 episodes in already? Time flying by, the season flying by, but you know what time it is, man. Episode 10, and we on 10. Yanks Talk Ball, we're back in the building. How is everybody doing? Hope you're all well from wherever you're listening, in from, whatever time of the day, whatever place you're at. We hope you're doing all right. Back again, man. Squad is here to talk ball after a very, very, very eventful weekend of a lot of stuff that went down. I'm not gonna lie. We got a lot to talk about. I can't even front on you, man. But we are here. Let's run through the squad that's in today. You know what I'm saying? Phil, Talks Ball, what's happening?
Man, as you said, I have a lot to say. I think it's a good thing that there's been a couple days for me to calm down. Let my brain do more of the thinking than let my heart do much of the talking. But still got a lot to say, man. There's rage that I've suppressed. That's just, it needs to go somewhere. But
this man turned into.
Let's not get started right now.
Man turned into Kratos over the weekend. He was ready to tear into shit over that.
Yes, sir.
It's like crazy, man. But yeah, Adrian is in the building with us as well, man. How's everything going?
Everything's good. We didn't. We lost. Okay.
Finally,
and I
didn't
know
have
why
a good
we
day.
lost. I know why we lost. You know why? Because last week Chase, he asked me, do you ever have a bad, didn't he say that? Do you ever have a bad day? And he asked me that. He's like, he jinxed it. He did it again.
Yes,
he did
man.
It again.
Yes,
He jinxed
man.
us.
He's too powerful.
Shout out to Chase, man. Again, he's not.
Chase who's not here today.
Yeah, not here in this episode. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. You know what I'm saying? He's here in spirit. He's here with the Jinx power. You know what I'm saying? We see you, dog. We appreciate it. And last but certainly not least, Gene, No Chill Gene. He's in the building. What's going on, fam?
So, boys, I just want Phil. I want to talk to Phil right now, specifically. The rage that you feel right now is a rage I feel week in and week out, having United Trey as our main guy for the fan base. That anger that you felt that day, I feel week in and week out having that guy, bro. Can't wait for him to get suspended again, man.
Yo, shout out United Trey. United Trey's a football Twitter legend.
We need to add him. United Trey.
He's a legend, bro. I love his work.
He is, and he knows that he's the ultimate jinx. But he continues to do it. You know why? Because he cares more about
for the love of the game, baby. For the love of the game.
His clout is more important than the success of Manchester United.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it a buck. That boy is hella entertaining. But if he come on this podcast, we might get like shadow banned or something like that out of nowhere. Some shit might.
Let's just say I hope I never meet him in person or see him in real life.
I still don't even know. I still don't even know why he got banned or suspended off of Twitter.
I have no idea. I still have no
idea.
idea.
Trying to get people to illegal stream and shit, like illegal streaming or like promoting something like that.
Well, that's insane.
Shit like that.
What
people,
a legend.
Bro, I hope you know. People have like a community, like reporting all of his tweets.
Oh, damn.
All day long. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
The coalition.
Unbelievable.
So there's a new tweet.
New tweet. I don't know.
To live that rent free in somebody's
No, they do that
head.
with all like the top Twitter accounts. Like people just like
It's pretty
spam like
Spam reporting.
Yep.
That's
What
insane,
some of these
man.
guys need, man, especially him.
Yeah.
Yo, I think
might
someone
join that
reported
community.
us on Instagram. I don't know if you saw it in response to Chase's Lampard over Henry thing. Someone it was in broken English. I was trying to decipher the message, but he said something about in the comments. Someone said something about something report for something no ball knowledge. Like it was like written in code.
Hey,
but
I ain't gonna lie.
Like every word was like missing 3 letters and shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Was it warranted? Yes, but you should have went directly to the person. You know what I'm saying? Don't put it on the group account. Don't do it on the organization account.
It's
you can go straight to the sender.
opinion, man.
It takes 2 seconds to find out who says that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like go to our tags and you'll see who's tagged.
It's full of opinions.
Go DM him separately. You know, go DM
matter
him
how
guys
bad they are.
separately. You know, send him an email or something. We'll drop his email below so you could freaking email him about it.
I'm dead. Yeah, and after you
Put
send
his phone number there too, so they can call him.
Nah, real
he wants to
talk.
fully dox him.
Yeah.
It sounds like if you pay Adrian enough money, he'll give you full Addy everything.
Put his address
Hey, man,
in
$3,
Vegas.
man, I got
He
the
lives in
hookup.
Las Vegas.
Insane. Insane, bro. But yeah, listen, after you done sending some hate mail to Chase for his takes over a Lampard over Henry, bro, go rate this podcast 5 stars, man. You know what time it is, bro. Go to all your audio podcast platforms, Spotify for podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. Make sure you go rate us 5 stars. Just go search up Yanks Talk Ball. We'll be right there. Google Podcasts actually shutting down. They're getting absorbed into YouTube Music. So go to YouTube Music and check us out there. We're available on Rocket Cast. We're available on iHeartRadio. All available audio platforms. We are there, so check us out. I'm about to say YouTube as well, all the socials, everything at Yanks Talk Ball for all the shorts, all the crazy takes and opinions on, offshoot videos, exclusive content. So if you want to see that, make sure you go to Yanks Talk Ball on all of our other channels.
And the extra on OnlyFans coming very soon from Trey.
Hey, don't reveal my plans. Don't reveal
Yo,
my plans.
not gonna lie, Trey, you got the right lighting, bro.
Hey,
you tweak that background a little bit. You're cooking something.
Nah, man, that's behind the paywall, brother. That's behind the paywall. I'm trying to get to the Champions League final, man. Listen, I'm gonna be in Wembley one way or another.
It's all the same, bro. We all trying to eat, man. There's no shame out here. No judgment.
Oh my goodness, bro. It's insane. But we can start before we get into the main topics. There's a couple of other offshoot stories I saw from the week. First and foremost, I don't know if y'all seen this, but again, this was coming from the lower leagues in the English game. There was like a big tiff between the Sheffield Wednesday owner and the fan base. He was basically like, yo,
I saw like they dropped the
a whole statement. The owner was like, hey, I'm not gonna lie, his name was Deshvan Chansiri, and he was like, listen,
that's racist, by the way. I want whenever you clip that, I want the
that's his name. That's literally, I'm trying to read his name.
I said Red Star Belgrade's name, and I got called racist for it. So I want to make sure
that's insane.
Use the same way.
Hey, talk to the editor, bro.
Tell him that. But all right, listen, the owner of Sheffield Wednesday said this basically. He said, I will not inject any more money into the club if I am being treated unfairly. Those fans who create trouble to the club and myself and believe that they are the real owner of the club need to be responsible for the financial matters of the club from now on. If they can take such financial responsibility to save the club and they believe I'm not the right owner, they may propose of any buyer who I believe can operate the club for the benefit of all stakeholders going forward. So basically he says, if y'all mad at me, broke boys, get y'all money up and run the club. Don't let me do it. That's insane. I've never seen an owner strike back like this.
When he says treated unfairly, what does that mean? Like people were just being mean to him online?
I feel like just people are voicing their displeasure.
Or maybe chants in the stadium or something.
Yeah.
It's like it reminds me of that clip from Triple H. Remember when he said, "I'm gonna voice my displeasure.
I'm gonna tweet.
I'm gonna tweet my displeasure."
But imagine. Go ahead.
Imagine the Glazers doing something like that,
right? That's shameless.
That's like those guys. If anyone is like okay to say something like that, it would be like the Glazers. You know what I'm saying? Because those guys get so much hate.
Man, the man.
You're just begging for more heat by saying that. That's not gonna help.
He can't take the heat, man.
No, but how's that gonna help? If your goal is to reduce the heat, saying that is only gonna.
No, he was just retaliating because he doesn't. Obviously, that didn't even like occur in his mind that maybe it would get worse. But no, I gotta fight back, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've never seen such level of incompetence, bro.
Again, man.
These are
no, you have, Trey.
Definitely.
You have seen worse levels of incompetence.
Okay. Let me qualify. From an owner in this way, in the past like a couple months, honestly. Again, you can give Todd Bowley, but that's on another front. You know what I'm saying? Glazers as well, but that's another front. At least front-facing incompetence. Why would you react to your fans in that way? I feel like no owner in their right mind would lash out against the fans. I feel like that's the first-class way to make them hate you forever. You can make decisions on the back end without directly doing it, and they'll hate you. But like again, you're going straight to them and telling them, "Yo, very disrespectful."
Let me play devil's advocate here. Can maybe like as a fan you see like this guy is just like maybe he's just as human as us. Like it kind of like makes him like closer to human emotion than all these other like owners where he's like he's obviously caring about the club if it's affecting him this much like that he has to.
Is he caring about the club or is caring about his reputation? Like he doesn't like.
I mean, he says that
they saying them ticket prices hitting premiums over there at Sheffield Wednesday. They saying the ticket prices was getting up. I don't know.
I mean, he did say that he does want to like if he's planning this someone to buy him or whatever, like he wants it to make sure it's like in good hands too. Like he's not saying like, oh, like I'll just drop it for the highest bidder. Like he says he wants to find someone suitable from what you just read. I don't know. Maybe
I didn't get
depends
that.
how he goes on
I ain't
about
gonna
that.
lie. I didn't get that. All I got was I ain't gonna lie. All you broke boys talking crazy to me right now don't know how to run a club. Y'all don't have the money to run a club. I got the money, so let me run the club how I know how to run a club. That's what I got from that statement. Which is
as much
wild.
as it's unprofessional, I love that shit.
It's
like,
funny.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the same way if
I
a
hear it.
footballer like when you're talking shit about them, they come like you. 1v1
Yeah.
me, like White Mamba.
Yeah,
and
no,
he's
facts,
like, when
facts.
people were talking shit
Facts.
about him,
And Brian Scalabrine was cooking them.
he's like, okay, and then they go and play them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Nah, but when
Lukaku
Lukaku says stuff like that, he just gets made fun of, bro.
Yeah,
Like, remember when
so
he
true.
did the Q&A? He did Q&A on Twitter. I think it might have been during the Euros.
Oh, I remember.
And then one of the questions was, "Why is your touch so bad?" Or why is your something like that.
Yeah, I remember.
And then instead of just ignoring it, he quotes it, and then he says, "If my touch was so bad, I wouldn't have made it to this level." And I'm just,
my! But
you can tell he's so insecure about it. Like, bro, do not interact. Don't engage with it.
It's just a matter of professional. What
Yeah,
word am I
it's
looking for?
professionalism. It's professionalism.
Professionalism.
That's what I'm
there we
saying.
go.
One thing is saying that. One thing is him like bringing the guy that said that. He's like, yo, let's see who has the better.
Right, come to my backyard.
You know what I'm saying? If he did
Yeah.
something like that, like you'd be like, damn, he fucking goated for that. But if he just says that shit and doesn't do anything to back it, then no one's gonna care, and they're just gonna talk.
Yeah, I understand.
That's
Nobody got the money to get up with him. But you know what I'm saying? At least around Sheffield Wednesday like that. But again, I'm just like, even if again it's the devil's advocate statement, it's like, yo, as a custodian of the club.
I don't know nothing. I don't know
Yeah.
how he's running the club or anything like that.
I'm just saying,
commenting from the
anybody
outside.
in that ownership position should know your fans are coming first. If they coming at your neck for the shit that you're doing, you should probably take a step back and analyze, yo, this probably isn't, something's going wrong here. The connection with the fans, the people who are paying these ticket prices to come
Rashford's
see.
PR team. Yeah,
Facts. You might need to go feed some kids. Need to go, you know what I'm saying, make some things happen.
Apology on.
If you have kids, show up with the kids to the to the grounds and stuff like that. But
yeah, all I'm saying is, bro, that's not the way
with
to
no
go about
context. Like I'm always siding with the fans. Always.
Yeah, insane.
The owners be scummy.
Yeah, insane. But yeah, and the other random piece of news that we got actually just reminded me before this podcast, Gene. There was a debut in the States here in America. We had a 13-year-old kid debut for what was it, Sacramento? It was Sacramento, right? Oh my!
It was in the USL. It was in the USL.
Yeah, it's like Sacramento United or something.
3 minutes, but regardless of what it is, it's professional football. It's not like no joke. This kid is 13 years old, bro. We're all grown ass men. Freaking
Sacramento.
Talking about that.
Sacramento Republic FC. 13-year-old Davian Kimbrough.
Bro, wasn't that Orlando City's opponents in the U.S. Open Cup final a couple seasons ago?
It might have been.
I think it was. But that's crazy. How is 13 even legal? Like aren't there like contracts? You have
I don't even hear about that in Brazil, bro. Like Neymar, which was like the greatest prospect since like freaking 16. I don't know when. He debuted at like 16, maybe 15.
Yeah,
I think it was 16.
Yeah, hit the weight.
Like, 13 is crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah,
13 is insane.
Absolutely.
Like you're not fully grown. Like you have no muscle. You got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like you're. That's playing against your own men.
The kid's mad tall for 13. The kid's like mad tall for 13.
Or the coaches.
He was taller. He was taller than the guy that subbed in. He got subbed in for. Like that got subbed out.
Nah, that's insane, bro.
But the strength difference is he'll definitely.
Oh yeah, 100. All this tells me is that GMOs have been affecting this population for too long in America. I ain't gonna lie, they be putting in a cereal, the Pop-Tarts, the 4-for-4s, the McChickens and all that, bro. Y'all little dudes be going, y'all mad tall for no reason now. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm kind of mad that the GMO wave is my generation.
I'm the shortest one out of all of us here.
I want to make a comment here. It might be canceled me in the future. You know Shane Gillis, or the comedian?
So I was about to say,
he just came out with the Netflix special. Okay, so he's this like white guy, right, with like a mustache and stuff like that. So he's like, it's basically every white guy that thinks they could play basketball nowadays. They go into the middle school team, and then like there's just a random 7th grader just dunking. like this is what it is, bro. It's like,
bro,
like,
and that's facts now.
There's different levels now, bro.
That's
like,
facts.
You go play basketball with a freaking 13-year-old. He's freaking 6'7", dunking the ball,
doing windmill, all that. And
the good thing is now in America, we're getting those kids that just not playing football or basketball. They're getting thrown into soccer too. So
I'm telling you,
interesting
we
Interesting
just
thing to see.
yeah, I just hope the coaching system is ready to bring this talent through,
It's
and
so
then we
much
have that
more than
level.
coaching. Is
It's
just to get
access
those
in
athletes
general.
to play
Yeah.
like 11v11 instead of just playing the YMCA. Like that's what's the
true.
toughest,
And
like,
just
thing I
just
think
the
You know what's funny? That just reminded me. So kind of on topic, kind of off topic. I remember like a few months ago, I saw this Instagram reel. It was like it showed some Black American guy dribbling with a football, like dribbling between cones and like showing skills or whatever. And the caption was like the rest of the world isn't ready for football or soccer, whatever they said in the caption, to reach the American hood. And then I was like, okay, let's see what the comments are saying. Big mistake, bro. That comment section turned into
Was it on
people
Instagram?
from turned into people from different comment section from different countries battling with each other over who has the more gangster hood. I'm like, yo.
Oh my
And it's one thing,
God.
and it's one thing if it's people who live in those hoods saying it, but the guy talking about the U.S. clearly does not live in any American hood. His complexion was way too fair, and the stuff he was saying, bro, like they were legit throwing out like NBA stats. He was like, no, you can't compete with America. Like in America, like a Chicago hood has like X amount of murders. But I was like,
bro, why did you go to a place that's like 3 blocks? That's 3 blocks.
Bro, that's what it devolved into, man. I couldn't
Online
believe it.
comment sections are the
Who
worst.
was it that said? It was a Dempsey. You don't know where I'm from, dog.
Oh yeah, you don't know where I'm from, dog.
Yeah, that's one of the greatest quotes of 2022.
Hey, and I'm gonna lie, at the time I had no idea where he was from. I didn't know he was from Texas. I had no clue.
Oh yeah, he's the most Texas mofo you'll ever see.
Definitely would have been a good guess.
Yeah, but the way he was talking about it, he was like from like Louisiana or something, from like the
boot. I don't know.
I mean, he might be from some
guy was a rancher,
rough neighborhood in
he's
Texas.
lying, man. Guy was a rancher milking the cows and shit.
Nah, Texas probably has those tough white neighborhoods, bro. That we don't know about, especially back in like the 80s. Who knows?
They're probably on.
But he's a cool guy, man. Dempsey, every time I hear him talk, he seems like such a chill.
Yeah, he really
chill dude.
Super cool. I gotta go back and
Especially
watch
after that
thing on CBS.
Oh, on the podcast?
Yeah.
The Kicking It podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a clip out of it where he was talking about how he wishes he had someone like Thierry to mentor him when he was playing, and it was emotional, man. He like started crying. I was like, damn.
Yeah, nah,
he's a good guy. He's a good dude. Shout out Clint Dempsey.
Wow, was he saying that like just to like imply that he didn't become as good of a player as?
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Yeah,
he was
trying to say he could have gone to a
he could have been
level.
better. Yeah, he could have really like improved his shit, but you know.
And Thierry was on the podcast.
Yeah,
he was the special guest on it.
Yeah. That was the first episode.
He's probably the best American export, right?
Him or Landon, literally.
Oh,
I mean, Donovan wasn't even an export. His best years
is the US.
Yeah, no, I've had a lot of
actually, now it's Clint Dempsey.
Even for the USA, Donovan was so nasty, bro.
Yeah.
Like playing for
Donovan was great in 2010.
Donovan without his USA career was just like
pretty
average.
But his USA career, like what he did for that team.
Oh yeah, no, he was a superhero for.
Yeah, he was always the bigger star at the national
team. The Confederation, like when they played Brazil, like the year before the World Cup.
Oh right,
up 2-0, bro. I was shaking, bro. I was shaking, and then that comeback.
Yeah, when I was there in 2010, the USA Algeria game where Donovan scored that last minute winner. The scenes, he has a lot of iconic moments for the national team.
Dempsey
has that crazy goal.
Club level. Dempsey's clearly.
Yeah.
Dempsey scored that chip against Juventus in the Europa League. Man was scoring goals at Old Trafford for Tottenham. Like, yeah, he had a much better club career.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, luckily Chase isn't here, or he would mention someone else. So.
Yeah,
CP10.
Tearing up at Milan, though. We'll give it to him.
The LeBron, the LeBron James
soccer bro. Has the highest ceiling of any.
Yeah, if they didn't call him the LeBron James of soccer, like.
Well, damn, he was called that by like some
the random pawn shop guy.
Yeah, like
some guy who didn't even know. He's
his jersey.
You don't know who he is. This guy's like the LeBron James.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. To sell that picture, I would have said that too. I would have said it too.
Oh my god.
That's all about that bag. Yo, Trey just confessing, man. He would take that offer to Saudi in a heartbeat.
Hey, man.
If it's about that bag, he's there.
Alhamdulillah, bro. So
a lot of these players, listen, talking about Saudi, a lot of these hoods are seeing these contracts there, and hey, it might attract some people to work out harder for for football.
100%. Grind real. But with that being said, we can get into the meat and potatoes of the episode, man.
Crazy intro.
Gene.
That was the intro.
These
Okay.
predictions. These predictions,
Yo,
brother. Walk us through it.
Bro.
Mine was smelly.
I've been talking about what do we need for a 5-star and stuff like that. I went like 4 for 4. Like that's insane. Like that's just
yours is
unheard of.
perfect. Yours is outrageous.
Let's build to it. Go
That
go
was-
go
Let's
bottom
go.
to top.
Let's start
Go
with the
bottom to
worst.
top.
Was I the
We
worst?
gotta give him a round of applause. When he said that, we have to give him a round of applause. I mean, he just
Was I the worst prediction?
Phil, say your prediction.
So I looked at the second most tasty looking fixture on paper this weekend, and I was thinking it would be an even match. Aston Villa Brighton 2-2 draw is what I called. And can I just say
Chase was worse than yours.
Before we dig into this more, I said right afterwards, after my prediction, that I thought this could be the type of match though that Brighton would have a lot of trouble in. Because if you go back to the podcast after Brighton versus West Ham, we talked pretty in detail about the issues Brighton has against a team that's really good in offensive transitions. And Aston Villa is probably one of, I don't know, the top 3 teams in the league maybe in offensive transitions. Like they with Diaby and Watkins,
nasty.
They just they live for that. They live with it. They feast off of that. McGinn so good at quick balls into space.
Picking right pass.
Douglas Luiz is a demon in the midfield too. So I did I did say it was possible that Brighton would struggle, but I still predicted 2-2. And boy was I way off. Boy, 6-1. 6.
Nah, we go talk about it, bro.
What a beating, man.
They got touched, bro, by an angel.
Yeah, we have to have a conversation about Brighton. Like this is happening too often. Them just getting
do you know?
up. But yeah,
they're literally. Yeah, we'll talk about.
We'll
that.
talk about.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later.
I got an idea.
I want to talk about who they're resembling from last year. But we'll go to, since Chase is not here, he predicted Newcastle to lose to Burnley.
Damn.
And he tried to reason because they played City in the cup, and then they're gonna play PSG, or completely off the mark there. Mr. Chase, who's absent, so we'll skip through that one quickly.
Crazy,
right?
Adrian predicted Liverpool to beat Spurs by 2 goals. And
yeah, I've sympathy with you. I've sympathy for you, Adrian.
It could have been. It couldn't have been. We'll never know.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Chase,
You know what? I'd be willing.
Adrian,
I'd be willing to say, first of all, that I was trying to jinx it. I was. Like, dead ass. Like I was trying to jinx this. I've seen that, and it worked. I was testing my jinx abilities.
Oh,
that's the first thing.
God.
The second thing, if I'm being serious,
crazy jinx.
If I'm being serious, I think that scenario was very, very possible, if not maybe even close to probable, if Liverpool hadn't been robbed the way they did, which I'm sure we're gonna have long discussions about this. That has got to be the biggest robbery, one of the biggest robberies I've ever seen.
We're gonna load up
in the Premier League.
We're gonna load up in a minute on that.
But I think that scenario was very, very realistic. Diaz should have put Liverpool 1-0 up. But yeah, we'll talk more about the game when we get to it. But yeah, in my defense, I'll say that. But yeah, I was trying to jinx it though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Go ahead with yours.
I had some luck, but again, I think my jinx definitely came into play. So you're welcome, Chase. You're very welcome. Honestly, I said Chelsea will score, but they would lose the game. But then they hit for a very quick double. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to shout out to Midrick. My man actually scored it. He put something through. I'll give fair dues. I'll give fair dues.
Listen, yeah, shout out.
And Broja scored. I was like, what?
That Roya goal was disgusting.
Listen, the more that I think about Trey's prediction, the worse that I like it is. He predicted for a team to go score a goal, and then the team with the worst offensive record, I think only Burnley's worse than them offensively, to score 2 goals to beat.
You gotta be bold,
man. To score 3.
You gotta be bold. You gotta be bold. I'm sorry. I was just throwing it up there, bro. But hey, listen, Chase is welcome anyways for the well wishes and jinx. So he gets something out of that. All right. Listen, that's fine. But it is what it is. We got to move on to the next one. I got part of it there. But yeah, let's get to the golden prediction, man.
Prediction, man. I should have predicted I was gonna win the lottery last week, man. I should have predicted I was gonna win the lottery.
You know what's funny? I remember when you were predicting that. I was gonna ask you. I said, which one of the Man United Crystal Palace games? Which one?
I didn't want to comment on that.
I think you said that. I think you might have said that, but he didn't answer.
Maybe I did say it.
He's trying to dodge it. He's trying to skirt it.
I said I wanted to
one of
answer
them.
this so we could. Yeah. So I would have preferred, obviously, for us to lose in the Carabao, but I guess the
Wait,
Carabao.
so let's hear, what was it? What was the prediction, Gene?
I predicted since United were going to play Crystal Palace twice in the week, I predicted them, 1, that we were going to beat them once, 2, that we were going to lose to them once, and then the third prediction in that was that when we do beat them, we beat them by 3 goals or more, and it would be an easy match, which did indeed happen in the Carabao Cup.
Crazy, ludicrous.
And then to seal that crazy just shot in the dark, I sealed it off by saying that Wolves were gonna beat Manchester City, just blabbering, and somehow that hit.
I'm
if
sorry.
I put that into a parlay, if I put
you
that's
be
easily, like,
rich.
if I put $100, that's like $100,000 right
Nah,
there. Like,
let's.
I have to give you a round of applause, man.
Let's. I'm not gonna lie.
Enjoying it, man.
If that isn't a perfect rating, I don't know what is. That has to be our
Incredible.
first like 5.0 perfection prediction. That has to be perfection.
We will never
prediction.
have a prediction like that again. You know what the secret was? It was that disgusting fit you had with the cowboy hat and those sunglasses. Yo, that
he
pure,
summoned the
that pure
energy.
murk.
He summoned it.
That terrorism.
That was
of the
real.
Yankees.
That was real manifest destiny. That was
Man,
real manifest
bro.
destiny right there. I
what
tell
did
you
those
that.
glasses see, bro? What did those glasses see?
Bro, those
'Cause,
founding fathers just imbued all their voodoo on you, and man,
Dog.
George
insane
Washington's
prediction.
teeth,
Dog.
bro. I don't know what happened, but
Dog.
somehow it all went. Listen, am I happy that it all went right? I'm not at my happiest. Am I happy that I could flex that with maybe the first 5.0 of the year? Maybe we'll maybe, only time.
Definitely a win lose.
Yeah.
You sacrifice your
but
clout
yeah,
for your
man.
clout. Just
Nah,
like United
for
Trade.
real, bro. Small price to pay for salvation, bro. A small price. Insane,
Okay.
bro. But nah, definitely. When you see that graphic go up, you got to give it a 5.0. That has to be a 5.0, man.
Yep.
Without shadow of a doubt. But we can get to the recap of this game week, bro. Listen, let's get right to the meat and potatoes, man.
Oh boy.
You don't want to go. I think we could.
Do
You don't
you
want
wanna-
to run down quick. I want to run down like the games quick so we could just.
Okay.
not
Oh
focus,
yeah,
like,
no,
in,
you
like,
know
time
you're.
respect.
You know, you're right.
You know what I'm
You're right. You know what? I'll give it to you. I'll give it. All right.
So
cool.
we could shout out Chelsea. Good win.
Yeah, definitely.
They need a win this week and against Burnley. 'Cause
Yeah.
Then listen.
Shout out
the next
0033.
Their next 8 fixtures, I want to mention that they play City, they play Manchester United, they play Arsenal, they play Brighton, they play Newcastle. Did I say Newcastle yet?
No.
No, Newcastle and Brentford, which it could be a hit or miss with Chelsea, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But those are their next fixtures. So any fan that's out there saying we're back or anything like that, I'll be very, very humble about how you go about it, because it's not looking good those next fixtures.
And
You are still in the trenches.
it's facts.
And this game, those first 20 minutes of Fulham was shit football. By the way, I haven't seen like bad football played like that like in a while. Like, it was so bad,
bro.
Like, I don't know what they were thinking, bro. At home too, playing like that. That's just
Absolutely.
bad to watch your team.
Broja.
Absolutely, yeah. That goes class. Absolutely pissed me off that we drew those fucking bums. But that's a whole nother different
that's
story.
crazy.
It's
Arsenal
a
drew with
whole
Fulham,
different story.
And not even a
Nah.
no score too.
Bro.
The thing is, I think
disgusting.
like they went in thinking that like it would have been an easy game, so they're like high pressing. Like they think like Chelsea were like every game in the Premier League, you have to go in as if you could freaking lose 6-0. So they went in thinking Chelsea were gonna be shit, like they have been. At the end of the, if they played their best, I think they would have beat Chelsea.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they obviously underestimated what they could do.
Fulham is just so
They paid for it.
they're
they
so
paid for it.
dead without Mitrovic. It's
Facts.
Raúl Jimenez and
Facts.
Vinicius.
They're not it. They're not it.
But again, they
so
still got 2 goals against Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the
Yeah,
day,
which is
away.
crazy. That's more on Arsenal.
Yeah,
Like,
no, that's 100% on us. Cause that's us playing like dunces at home. That has nothing
What was
to
the
do with
first
them.
goal in that match? It was the Pelini, of course, equalized from the corner.
Was it
And
the
what
first?
the-
But there was
that
I think
the game that
7-second
Saka
one.
Oh yeah.
It was a
The
pass
Pereira.
back. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
a pass
yeah.
back and Pereira.
Yeah,
Ramsdale,
That
yeah.
was
The error from
again
Ramsdale.
literally our own fault
Ramsdale's
for how those
still- he's
goals
still
come through in a
rooted to the
set
bench,
piece
isn't he?
out of nothing. Again, we can get to that at the Arsenal
If
game.
anyone
we can
wants to
address
talk
that.
about the
I mean, we're not. I don't think we're gonna talk too much about.
Nothing
that.
to say about that match.
Nah,
Nobody here wants to
We
talk
could
too much about
jump
Arsenal,
into.
right?
Listen,
big
no, real quick.
Yeah.
I do want to say shout out Luton. Luton got to win. Luton fans.
Oh no, of course we have to talk about that. I was saying I'm done with Chelsea. There's nothing more to say about
with Chelsea. But we can jump into Luton. Man.
Luton fans,
Hey,
man, stand
They
up.
beat that Everton. Who did Everton just beat last week?
Brentford.
They
Brentford.
cooked
Just beat a
Brentford.
decent team. You know what I'm saying?
Beat Brentford away 3-1.
Decent team, but
And then
Luton Town go away. and beat them.
Bro, Everton has four games
I got
at
to cost them,
Goodison
bro.
so far this season, 4 losses.
Yeah, whatever that place once was is not it anymore. So
Which is insane because the past 2 seasons, Goodison Park is the only thing that kept Everton up. So now losing matches at home,
against Luton Town,
they're in trouble, bro.
That's
And what's so funny about last week was the one time, and I swear now it'll be the only time I ever big up Everton on this podcast. I was out here praising them, saying they'd been underperforming their XG all season. They finally got a big win against Brentford. I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be safe as the season progresses. What do? They go and lose
at
to
home.
Luton at home.
Hey,
At home.
They lost to
and Luton was
it
playing,
just
man.
proves, like, as much as we have so many great teams in the Premier League right now, the dead teams are dead.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
They're like, oh my lord.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
bad.
That's some
true.
shocking teams,
No,
bro.
again,
I'm looking
shocks-
forward to the Merseyside derby.
Yeah, shocks can happen, but on the whole, like again, when you're not good right now, you're not good. Like it's looking grim.
It
But
is.
nah, shout out to Luton for getting their first registered
Yep.
win.
Yo,
Oh my
Morris
goodness, man.
Morris is a decent little player, by the way.
No,
He's
facts.
a decent player.
Facts.
It might sound pause on this, but the power in that neck, bro, for the for the yo, I had to
I'm
preface
glad-
it. I had
I'm glad he
to
caught
preface
himself.
it. I had to
The
preface it.
power in the what?
The power. No, okay, you know what I said. For that first goal,
That was crazy.
It's
bro, it was so
insane.
bro,
Need
did
to
you
get
see the way
Gene's
it
face-
ricocheted off the
his
crossbar,
facial
smashed into
reaction.
Pickford,
Yeah.
it came to the
screenshot
rebound.
of that.
A
That was hilarious.
bullet header, and then the second goal, amazing finish,
Mm.
straight from the free
Of course.
kick, back post routine.
Who was
Quality.
Listen,
it again? Was it C.
I don't think that
Morris?
was. I
Yeah,
don't think
Chase's
that-
boy, Chase's boy,
Jason
C.
Boy
Morris.
C. Morris.
I don't think that term has ever been used like that, but I think Phil, you just opened up a gateway to that term right now, and it might pick up, bro. It might pick up. We might see on Twitter.
The emphasis though is the power. The power.
I had to, bro. That was venom in that.
Shout out to the days
Insane,
when people used to say any player who was good at heading the ball, they gave good head.
No.
God.
No,
He
I'm
didn't
not
pause
gonna let him
He
get away
didn't
with
pause
it.
that
Oh
neither.
my
He
No,
didn't
God.
I'm
pause
not
that
gonna get
neither.
away with that. People
Yo,
didn't say
can we
that.
kick him?
You said
You
that.
said that. He said
You
that was
said-
you.
It was me. It was not only me. There was.
No,
other
you
people.
said it, and then I thought it was so
There was
funny
other
that I
people
started
who
saying
said
it too. But it came from you.
That's
No,
shameful.
I didn't make it up. It was another friend of mine that made it up.
Brother.
I first heard it from you. You used to say that about
Yeah,
Martin
but
Skirtle.
I got it.
wanna-
I got
wanna
it
skip-
from-
I wanna
from,
skip this.
From
I'm
a
gonna-
friend of ours who
Nah, I
likes to
don't wanna
listen
hear
to the
this
pod,
anymore.
so he's gonna know who he is.
Shout out Julian. Should I say his last name?
Nah,
Shout out Julian.
uh,
Shout out Julian.
Crazy.
nah, it's insane, but yeah, no, we can move to the next one. Gene, what was you thinking next?
We could talk about the. We don't have to go into the United match. We
Oh,
can just talk
yeah.
about it.
Bro,
No one's to
I'm
stay
not
away.
gonna lie.
Listen, we could talk. Listen, if you guys want to talk about it, the
Although-
thing is, I know you guys didn't watch it.
No,
and-
I did not watch it, but I did see that goal. But
Everybody
saw the goal,
for the
What a
goal, what
finish.
can you do? What can you
What
do?
a finish.
Honestly, like what
Yeah,
can you do?
The way
That's
that
the only
it's just-
chance, bro.
That's
the only
insane.
chance they had all game.
A center
That's the
back
only
doing
chance.
that in this match, like
My
just
right
boom,
back, bro.
boom, just right into the corner, bro. Like,
Hey, Adrian, you know what that
This-
goal reminds me of? Remember the goal Martin
Oh my
Skirtle
goodness.
scored at the Etihad in the
oh
in the
yeah,
4-1?
yeah, of course.
The same on the.
Yeah.
Listen,
Oh my
It's hilarious.
do you want to know what this game reminded me? Like, this game was pure like a couple years back when like City would lose and have like 80% possession, and the other team would have like freaking 20, and somehow they would beat City. This is what it reminded me of, bro. Like we literally almost had 80% possession in this game. Those guys were just playing like this, bro. Like, unfortunately, Rashford had a stinker of a match. He couldn't find anything. Clear handball.
Yeah.
The guy's arms stuck out
Nah.
like this.
Oh yeah.
And just because he's turned around, it's not a penalty. Like, bro.
Yeah,
But
referees
didn't
made a
Crystal
whole.
Palace do? Remember when I was criticizing Nottingham Forest for folding at Old Trafford?
Mm.
Yeah.
Crystal Palace just did exactly what Forest
What they should have done.
What they should.
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
agree. They
mean,
got a goal
because-
from freaking nothing. And that's what's more impressive. It was just one goal. Like I said, we're trying. The ball just wouldn't get to the right spot. At the end of the day, it's a loss. It's a loss. The creativity, Bruno he didn't have the best game that he had. Didn't produce as much as I would like. Rashford, just I don't know what he was.
Hey,
Bro,
thinking.
Casemiro
And then-
Ever
was
since he
was
signed
doing the Thanos.
signed
I'll
the
do it
team.
myself. I wanted to score so bad.
He
Look,
tried
it
to
goes so badly.
He got a couple ones close to the goal, but like I said, it was one of those matches that were like boring. Like I said, that's why I said it reminded me of City like a couple years ago. Like it was boring football, nothing was being created. It was like, remember when Sterling was like the only guy that could score for City, but then again, it had only could have been a tap in. That was the only way we were scoring this game, is if it was like somehow we got to tap into this match, because other than that, it was just shameful.
Hey man, you're the United fan, and if you're not concerned by what you're seeing, I mean that's up to you.
Listen,
But
y'all brought
we
in that
have
CDM.
Andrew Tate playing left back, bro. And the only reason we conceded that foul
Oh
came
my
from an Andrew
goodness,
Tate foul, bro.
yo, why are you
Videos-
calling him Andrew Tate now, bro? In the
Video-
summer, you were like, "Oh, this is the World
videos
Cup,
of this man.
World Cup."
Because he's supposed to
The
play
one
in the
he
midfield.
got
He's
famous
playing left
off
back.
the
Bro
he got
said,
famous of the
hey.
one video of him.
I want
Mbappe.
to imagine freaking Raji play left back, and then have like Casemiro's having
I'm
a
not-
bad
So are
I'm
you
not-
saying?
at
So you're
CDM.
saying if he moves into midfield, he's not Andrew Tate, he's Amrabat again?
Yes.
And then when he goes to left back, he's Andrew Tate.
Listen, look what he did at the first game against Palace. He was playing left back, but he was everywhere in the pitch. He was playing midfield, he was playing freaking right mid. Like, he had an amazing game. The way that he was switching the ball and stuff like that. But this game, he was stuck at left back. I don't know what
Bro,
happened.
what's so
What
funny
was the-
about it? You remember
I-
after the cup game where all those quotes were coming out, like this elite mentality from Amrabat, where he's saying, wherever
he'll
the
play
coach wants me to
anywhere.
play, I'll play there.
And
Wherever he wants me to go, I'll go, bro.
The thing
Oh
is,
my-
if
those
maybe, like I
videos,
said, if you do it every once in a
memes,
while,
man.
like in a cup game or something like that, but when you're doing that, like in a prem, like maybe if it was, like I said, I mean, you saw what Arsenal did when they tried to play Partey at right back. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like
yeah.
some people, they just don't have the facilities for that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And Amrabat, I'm sorry, like you're amazing. Like I love him. Don't get me wrong. Like the first game he had against Palace, but playing left back the whole game is tough. For a player that never played left back,
He told that
I
man,
don't know,
we
man.
don't have the capacity.
we don't. That's where the goal came from. He did this
Remember
dumbest
that.
foul I've ever seen. That was so unnecessary. The ball was going out of bounds. The guy was just protecting it. He just pushes the guy. Like I'm like, come on.
But
bro.
him playing left back and you conceding is one thing. But the fact that you're not scoring at home.
Yeah, that's a different
You know,
problem.
that's what I'd be more
like I
concerned
said,
about.
I'm looking right up top. Where Rashford at? I ain't gonna lie.
Like I said, Rashford,
that new contract
Rashford
curse.
is someone that Rashford is
Looking
someone
like
that
Alba.
in a game like this. You have to produce something, and he just didn't. You know.
And
what
we
I'm
talked
saying?
about this beginning of the season. We said we don't know where United is gonna get goals from. There's a lot of pressure on Højlund, right? At this point.
I don't disagree.
Oh,
with
there
but,
is because
but then
Rashford
again,
is not scoring.
our
Because
two right
Rashford
wingers
signed,
that were
he's
supposed
doing
to play
that thing
right
that
wing.
Aubameyang did. A few
Yeah, you
years ago,
disappear. Yeah, you disappear after,
after
your
he signed the
contract.
contract.
After
I mean,
Yeah.
something's gone wrong there.
I just need Son to play bad next week to maybe see if that's the actual curse. The
I
Son
told-
and Rashford
I-
never
I
played
said,
good together.
hey, I ain't go, that's
know
a
what I'm
fact,
saying?
bro. They got the Hancock curse, bro. When they come
I need to
when they
see-
inform,
yeah.
if they're too close,
Yep.
something go wrong. So one of them gotta be out.
Like I said, bro,
distance.
I can't be worried when we're playing with like freaking. At the end of the day, like I'm worried that at Old Trafford, we shouldn't lose a game like that. I am worried about that. Don't get me wrong about especially after like the first 5 games, how doesn't matter who we played at Old Trafford. But like I said, it's a different football we're playing. We're not playing that. We're not sitting in the box. Like we're not playing like shameless. Like we're actually trying to perform at a level that will make us succeed, like regardless of injuries. Like if we could control the game and we could finish, but again, we're not being deadly. We're creating some chances here and then, but again, not being deadly, and we're gonna pay for it. Just like I the same way I was talking about Arsenal paying for that shit, we're gonna pay for it too. And we're not in the same boat as Arsenal because we don't have the results that we did in the beginning. You know.
What's your outlook
we'll
for the
see.
season looking like? Are you still confident of top 4?
Confident? No. I'm confident that we'll make a push for it. I'm confident that if we could get a couple games in, but like I said, all depends on the injuries and how other teams perform with injuries. Because again, we don't.
That's worrying, bro. I'd be
Spurs-
worried.
It is. I'm not. I am worried. Like I'm saying, I'm not worried because of the players we have at hand. But if like Martinez is out for 2-3 months, bro.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. I heard
again,
that.
you know what I'm saying?
Foot
Like,
injury.
and if you don't have that confidence in the back line, I don't know. It kind of destroys everything. It makes your goalkeeper second and think. It's just a whole different. Everything that Ten Hag was wanting to do this season kind of crumbles because he might have to just play
spine's
that.
incomplete.
We're gonna have to play maybe the same football we were doing last season, and I don't think he wants that. He doesn't want to regress what he's been teaching like the whole summer. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We're in a tougher We'll see
crazy.
how it goes. We'll
Do
see.
you-
I mean, the
do
one
you-
thing going for you,
do-
going for you is this season. It's probably top 5 that's gonna be in the Champions League next season because
Yeah.
of the new format.
Also true. Also true. I'm about to say yeah.
Like we're playing some kid I never heard of against Galatasaray. Like I don't know what.
Oh, the
you know what I'm saying?
goalkeeper?
It's looking tough, bro. It's looking
Yeah.
tough.
Hey
for-
man, shit definitely
I don't know
sucks
what
when
we
your
do.
star center back is gone and you gotta, you know what I'm saying, replace him with a scrub and
then
expect to
Varane
play the
can't
same
even-
way. I don't know.
And then Varane is in and out. We don't know when he plays. Hopefully Mason Mount could get a decent games in. He played, I think, very well for what he does in the pitch. Bro, he was giving Rashford some ball. Rashford just had a stinker, man. Like there's no other way I could. Like
He was
I
about to-
love him, but
He was about to say something that he would have been like,
Yeah.
"Fuck."
Yeah,
It's
nah,
like-
definitely.
Yeah.
He hesitated. He said, "Oh, let me bring it back. Let me."
I mean, terrified of the pause.
nah. I love Rashford, but if he can't admit that he had a terrible game,
Yeah.
which he did, and all the chances that he could have created and didn't create, I don't know.
Mhm.
Maybe we'll see someone else starting at left wing, Mr.
Mm.
Garnacho. Maybe I don't know.
Mm.
We'll see.
Nah, I cannot see him dropping Rashford. That would.
At this
Hey,
point, I mean,
I
and
can't
listen,
see
If you
it.
know Ten Hag, if he's not happy with someone, but again, I don't know if he's not happy with him or not. You know, maybe he sees something that we don't. At the end of the day, he's the coach, and we're just talking
Mm.
football. here.
yeah.
Mhm.
No, I hear it, man. Then we can push on from that game. Again, we can run through West Ham routine win, Newcastle routine 2-0 is pretty expected with them. I'll get to the Arsenal game real quick. Let me
Yeah,
get out the
talk
way.
about Arsenal.
Havertz scored a goal, baby. Let's get it out the way.
Bro,
Let's
they gave
get
him
it
that
out
I
the
show
way.
speed treatment.
Hey.
at the 30 minutes.
This is the same. Everything that I'm seeing,
Famous.
this is this. Listen,
And he had a good
this is
performance
why-
all time. I don't care.
This is why when players are getting memed, I back that shit. Because whenever they score some bum ass penalty that's given, like Odegaard had to beg Jesus to give it to Havertz. Please let Havertz take this. Like, and then people are gonna obviously. I know it's all like jokes and stuff like that, but this is why memes go. People just go off of it because whenever some guy like that scores and you start putting pictures with him and other people, man.
Oh my god, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
You
I'm
know what
not
I'm
gonna lie.
saying?
People be going crazy with that. They put him back to Rashford so quick. It was so fast. I'm not even gonna lie. It's been nasty this week. It's been nasty. But I will say this. I'm very happy. You know what I'm saying? We gave him that little confidence booster. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
good.
He
He
definitely needed that. Saka again, selfless again. Saka getting kicked up, banged up, still putting out classics. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing what he does. This was a really, really much needed momentum booster ahead of what's gonna be again the toughest game of our season this week. Again, well, probably one of the toughest again, considering we're playing at home, but still, we needed that to come together. It was a really just great performance all around, in my opinion. That was routine work. That was something that needed to happen, and I'm just glad that it was a calm, cool, collected, just execution. We finally showed that we can start to turn that screw.
Like another sign of Arsenal playing way better away from home this season.
Yeah, we did. Yo, this is serious though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm ready to start this petition to like either have more away fans in the Emirates during games, or we just have a collective like moment where we just boo the entire like team at select periods to think that they're away from home. We need to find some strategy. We need to devise a plan to make these players think that they're away from home all the time. Again, I don't know. We need to sing like North London Forever in reverse. We need to do like some random thing to just make sure that we think we're away from home, because I don't know what happens.
That stadium might just be cursed. I think we were talking
I'm
last week
telling
about the
y'all.
Arsenal banter era and how it basically began
It's literally
right at the Emirates era.
As soon
The Emirates is a cursed stadium.
As soon as ground was struck, as soon as Arsene Wenger struck ground on that thing, he did not know they was under an ancient burial ground, bro. Some native tribe from somewhere, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? The I forget. Oh, you know,
in London.
I don't know, bro. I don't
The
know.
Peaky Blinders, bro.
Yeah, but probably. Listen, it could be. Tommy Shelby should be under there right now. I don't know. But listen,
Oh man.
something ain't been right ever since. Stuff been going left, right. We could get some success, but we never get all the way there. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that's always behind us. I don't know. We need like whoever like, again, but public call for the witch doctor stuff. We need to call them and so see if they can get somebody to reverse the curse, or put some incense like Kyrie Irving around the stadium. Something, bro. But again, it's two different Arsenals. It's two different Arsenals that I see. Away from home, it's pure control. It's pure just we're in our element, we're in our mind state, we're in our flow. When it's at home, it's the emotions that start to play with our concentration a little bit. It's crazy. It's crazy. But before I get off of this topic, I will address what Adrian was talking about earlier with the goalkeeper situation. I'm gonna stand on what I said from before. I do not think there's any on-field physical difference between Ramsdale and Raya. I really don't think there's that big of a difference. I think they do a lot of things similarly. I think they have a lot of similar range of capability. The difference that I said that before, it's confidence and his mentality. Raya over these past few games has shown pure levels of confidence in himself, and that's spurred on everything, going forward. I don't think people have been noticing this, but like at some points in the game, or a lot of points in the game, David Raya comes out as like an extra center back. He goes into like the back four and he's passing along like the back four line, and he's waiting for people to come press him so he can like go find a spare man. Like he's that confident in his positioning and just where he is and his overall play that he can bring pressure on. He can sit outside his box and jump into the defensive line and help bring pressure in so we can again go play on, find a spare man, and just dominate the game even more. That's where Ramsdale doesn't have the confidence to come out of his box like that more often. You know what I'm saying? When there's more pressure like that.
At that point, is that confidence or just ability?
I think it's confidence because I've seen Ramsdale make some of the same passes from the box, bro. From there. I've seen him make some similar passes.
He's good with his feet, but in order to do that, like we're talking like Onana level. Like I wouldn't even want Alisson to do that. Like there's a different level to being good with the ball at your feet and being.
Yeah, and picking the right pass under pressure, and I feel like Ramsdale, and Ramsdale has shown that before. But again, it's the confidence, it's assurance, in what he's doing. That's the difference.
Because I saw Rashford making a pass to him and him getting like a bomb pass. You know how Rashford passes the ball, and him just controlling the ball like a little like an outfield player. So I was like, it's definitely something in his head.
I'm telling
you, he definitely.
It's assurance. It's assurance in himself. That's the difference right now. Again, Raya's come in and say, "Yo, listen, I know what I'm doing. This is normal. It's calm settings."
And like the thing is with that is, how is he ever gonna get it back? Like not starting. You know what I'm saying? And like another keeper getting clean sheets. Like, and then whenever you guys do need him, is he gonna be the same keeper? Because especially because obviously.
Yeah, I think Arteta's at this point. I think he's done with him. Like he got the Leno treatment.
I don't know. Again, I really hope that the rotation notion could come into play at some point. But again, who knows? And
because obviously not rotation.
This rotation's not looking like that. But again,
rotating your goalkeeper is what Brighton does. They actually rotate their goalkeeper. It's psychotic what De Zerbi does.
And we can get to them in a second. But I will say this again. This is where mentality has to reign supreme. Is Ramsdale gonna rise to that challenge? And when he gets the opportunity to show out, like, yo, I can do exactly what he did, and I can do more. You know what I'm saying? Or is he gonna wilter? Is he gonna come in and be playing the shell?
How do you feel as a fan getting thrown that like what if you feel like in the Premier League, like let's say against City or something, boom, you see Ramsdale starting next week. How are you gonna feel about that?
Honestly, I wouldn't feel. I feel a little bit confused depending on how things go midweek. Just for that, I thought Ramsdale would have started against Bournemouth because I think he had a good performance midweek against Brentford, but that wasn't the case.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You know how these guys.
Yeah, they'll curveball. They'll definitely throw a curveball.
Like like Raya's been playing all these games, and then out of nowhere against City, like freaking Ramsdale's gonna start and go out of nowhere or some shit.
At this point, I just gotta have trust in what they're doing, man. Because again, I don't even know anymore what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I can't
trust that process.
I can't guess. I can't fully guess anymore with any confidence. So
it's not worth the stress either. Because Arteta is psychotic. We already talked about it.
He's a madman. Again,
he'll do it. He'll put him next week. He'll start Ramsdale.
He's gonna conquer the goalkeeper position soon.
Nah, don't be surprised if he plays Raya and Ramsdale on the same team, bro.
Bro, you see, listen, he already telling Ramsdale to come out and be a center back. So I'm like, who knows? Who's telling what this man gonna do?
Some bugs in the rules, bro. Just have both of them, like just one sitting on the outside and just one.
They swap goalkeeper, use their hands at alternate times and shit.
He's gonna have
when you're playing 5v5, he's rotating goalkeeper on the different counters.
He's gonna have this random shot. now that I think about it, the rules don't specifically say if in this moment like you'll find some
Hey,
bullshit.
Yeah, you know
some
he's
crazy-
the type of guy. Like he has like the FIFA rulebook like plastered on his wall somewhere, and he was like, he's every night before bed he spends an hour just like highlighting different things, like seeing where he can find
It's
loopholes.
like a scene. It's like a scene from the Batman with Robert Pattinson and stuff. It's all on the floor and shit. He's looking around like, what the fuck? It's gotta be.
And the whole time he's wearing like that stuff that he wears when he's managing in game, like he's wearing that sweater,
the same
the
suit.
pants and the dress shirt. He's doing that. It's like 11 p.m. at night. He's still wearing that.
Nah, you know what
Insane.
Arteta before like the season starts, he like puts his clothes on the bed and shit like that.
night
Like,
before
he can't go to
school.
sleep.
Night before school.
Yeah,
He'll just
I
do,
feel
like,
like before the season starts, he has the outfit ready for City at the Emirates City Etihad.
And
Like he
bro-
has that special place in his closet. That's
Oh shit.
It's
that's
spray back,
dedicated,
bro.
pressed months in advance.
Are you ready to go, man? Ready to go. But yeah, we can talk about the City game in the preview. But yeah, that's all I got, man. Smooth performance. Definitely what we needed. But we can talk about those swapping goalkeepers. And they needed to swap something else because they was getting their ass whooped. Brighton got 6-1 to Aston Villa at Villa Park.
Listen, I'm gonna tell
Oh.
you. Listen, when I wanted to say like who they reminded me of last season. It has nothing to do with play style or anything. It's just about these results, bro. If this is like Manchester United last season, like these guys are beating win, and like they look like they're gonna like start taking off, and you know they're getting these wins, and then out of nowhere they lose 6-1. Like they're just getting battered, bro. Like as soon as those floodgates open, they open for them. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna concede. I don't.
They stay open.
I mean, it's
You know
like
what I'm
it's
saying?
almost if you remember Pep's first season at City. This used to happen to them too, where like you could clearly see they're playing good football, but every once in a while they would like go to Goodison Park and lose 4-0, or like go to Anfield and lose 3-0,
But they're
like
doing
stuff
this
like
at
that.
home too. But they're doing this.
Yeah,
at home.
but just like I think the issue is that the type of football De Zerbi wants to play, and like the type of football Pep and Arteta plays, it's such like it requires such high demand out of your players that you need to have the best players in like basically in the world to be able to play that type of football.
Yep.
Brighton,
structured.
yeah, Brighton just doesn't have that.
Yeah.
So every once in a while, when it goes wrong, it will go very wrong, and they'll just get smashed because they don't have like the quality to
That's-
compensate for when the system isn't at its best on the day.
Yeah, you want to get
And
specific.
that's exactly what I said. Remember when I talked about it and you said, "Oh, it could be an excuse." I'm like, but no. Whenever there's a lot of luck involved in football. Like I don't think people realize we're kicking a round ball, and that shit splatters around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and whenever, listen, luck is completely involved. Obviously, when you have top players, it's different. They know where they need to be in the field and stuff like that. And a system like that, you can't misplace a pass, or you guys are finished. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
like,
yeah.
like against United, if we got that momentum from that Holland, it's a different match. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the stuff like that create momentum in a game that you can't control momentum. When a team is playing momentum, it doesn't matter how ass the team is, how they performed the other week. When there's momentum in a game, I mean, just kind of how like Chelsea created that momentum, they could have kept going against Fulham. They just couldn't score more. But it's hard. It's hard to control. And
You want to get specific though?
Okay.
You want to get specific with this?
Emery masterclass.
Let's go, of course.
I ain't gonna lie. Look at Brighton teams in the past. And you know, you see again. I think again, generally they had some pretty decent attackers. You know what I'm saying? Good play under De Zerbi. But in previous teams, you would see some steal in the midfield. Basuma, or you see Caicedo to help something in defensive transition, win balls back, be a little bit more assured from a physical standpoint, a physical presence in there. The way they play, they're naturally going to try and get bodies upfield and cool. But when there's time for them to get countered, do they have that defensive assurance to have maybe bodies in the midfield to be a bit more physical and stop things in transition, be in the right places? They started the game with Billy Gilmore and this dude named Hinchelwood, who I don't even know.
Yeah, they had an 18-year-old
You know what I'm saying?
playing
That's what I'm
with Billy
saying,
Gilmore
like-
in the midfield.
And again, and some of their midfield, who would it be? Baleba? Who would it be? It wouldn't be
Dahoud.
Ansu Fati. Dahoud.
Dahoud,
They're
Gross.
not. They don't have that athletic, strong ass midfield to help things in defensive transition. They don't have the physicality to help stop them getting that ass whooped when it's time to get countered or whatever. And that only adds to them having a weak defenders.
Yeah, that sound effect was crazy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Had to
But
add to
even-
it. But again, on top of Adam Webster, on top of Lewis Dunk, they don't have a strong enough midfield to help them again shore up things defensively when it's time and things get crazy on the counter. That's me
losing
my opinion.
Caicedo
And
is a
Veltman and right
factor.
back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
losing Caicedo was a factor,
doesn't
but it's more than just having the one like holding player in there. It's just in general. Like if you're playing football that high level, if
they need
the
athletic
players. If the players in your team aren't of that high, like what Gene was saying, when you're playing Pep system, Arteta system, if players are losing, like you're playing high risk football.
Mm-hmm.
If you're losing the ball, if you're giving possession away in dangerous areas, you're getting exposed.
100%.
So you need
top
you need to
quality
have players
athletes.
like Bernardo Silva, players like Rodri, players like I don't know, Thomas Partey when he's at his best, Odegaard, who are just so safe on the ball to minimize those risks, because when they happen, you get exposed. And then, like you were saying, add in the fact that you don't have Ruben Diaz at the back, you have Adam Webster. You know, you don't have Kyle Walker, you have Veltman. It's just
facts.
It's not the same level. So they will have, like, even last season they lost.
And you have a keeper
to Everton at home. They got smashed up at Everton at home just because they weren't on it that day, and then in the transitions they were just getting rinsed.
Who did they just lose at the Amex?
West Ham 3-1.
Yeah, West Ham.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
And that could have been more.
It wasn't a batter. That's what I'm saying. It could have been
because it was 3-0 at one point. Yeah, it could have been more.
And then you have your keeper putting a player in his fantasy team. Like, how are you going against a striker?
Jason Steele had Watkins, right?
Watkins.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Watkins back there, hat trick on his head.
Yo, Steele needs to be investigated, bro.
How does Tony get suspended for betting and like positive bets for him? Like good, like he's not betting against him. You know what I'm saying? I think they with Paquetá.
Paquetá was a bit more sus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you have a guy playing a specific player that you're playing against, playing him as striker, and then he scores a hattie on you. That needs.
Yeah,
to
I don't know if that makes sense to me.
I'm not even sure if players should be like allowed.
That's what I was about to say.
They're allowed to play fantasy Premier.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't know if it makes sense to me that the players betting, or even like players' family members, or close entourage betting is such a big deal. But players having fantasy teams is celebrated. Like they'll be interviewing like Salah. Like, did you see that? Who do you captain in your fantasy team and all that stuff?
Makes no
I mean,
sense.
I guess there's no money involved really. I mean,
unless
it's like very minimal. You could like win those stupid like prizes if you get the highest game week, but players don't care about that.
Unless behind closed doors.
At the end of the day, everyone that plays FPL, there's not one player that plays FPL that doesn't have a pool. At the end of the day, imagine Liverpool if all their players like play it. I'm not any team. I'm not just saying Liverpool. Yeah. And they fucking throw in €1,000 each, which is like chump change or whatever they throw in. Like, we're playing FPL this year. Right. That could be a decent amount at the end of the year.
Yeah, that's true. Bro.
You never know with these folks. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we have a league like that ourselves.
That's what I'm saying. And other people that I know that play FPL leagues, guess what? They all have money involved. No one just plays it just to, Some people do it just to flex, but maybe they're like 12 years old.
Yeah, it is very fishy.
Yeah, but in any case, man, again, this Brighton team got exposed heavily. I think again it was like West Ham.
Means one thing.
What's that?
Next week.
Oh, next week.
Whichever team plays Brighton.
They play Liverpool.
Oh, hey, God bless y'all. Hey.
3-0 Brighton.
They play you guys at Anfield?
No, at the Amex.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Y'all chilling.
Might be it.
We have a pretty bad record there lately, though.
Revenge game with Klopp, bro.
Yeah, Liverpool's gonna be.
Liverpool's
gonna be feisty.
Y'all gotta be on a revenge game too.
That's a revenge match.
But we gotta talk about Aston Villa though. Like, what an incredible job Unai Emery's doing. I'm pretty sure at this point they've won every single home game.
Yes.
The only points they dropped were the two losses at home, because they lost 3-0 Liverpool at Anfield, lost 5-1 Newcastle. I think those are the only two matches they dropped points, right?
Yeah,
and then the rest is
they haven't lost a home game in 10 matches.
This Aston Villa, Newcastle, Brighton little Pokemon trio is pretty hilarious.
Yo, for real.
Everybody beats each other.
Killers.
Is West Ham in that little group? I'd put West Ham.
I could West Ham has only played Brighton.
That's what I'm saying.
Teams, right?
But these guys, bro, like they're amazing.
Yeah, I don't think they played the other yet.
But then they have some absolute freaking like if they're off form, bro. If their form is going down, I don't know, man. We'll see how Newcastle plays this coming week. I don't know, man. These guys are just. You're either gonna get spanked by them or they're gonna fucking concede fire.
Roll over.
Like almost no between.
But yo, is there a better striker though in the Premier League on the counterattack than Ollie Watkins?
Probably not. I'm not gonna lie to you. That guy's a monster.
He's so good in transition. I guess Haaland doesn't really get as many opportunities playing for City.
At least over
time. Watkins is so good. It's not just pace.
It's consistency.
Running into space, knowing when to take the shot, just his composure. Like, the thing about that clip that came out with years ago with Arteta coaching Saka, how when he cuts in to take the extra fake shot instead of risking the defender blocking and taking the shot early. Watch Ollie Watkins. He's like the master of that, of just delaying the shot when he gets in the box, and then he likes to slot where he cuts in and then like just slots it in near post, like doing the reversal to finish. And he's just, man, I don't know, bro. I don't know how well his style of football would translate to a bigger club with playing against teams with a lower block. But he's one of the most underrated strikers in the league at this point.
Very much so. I'm not gonna lie.
He's such a good number 9.
Hey, so I would have said the Forest striker.
Awani?
Yeah, Awani is good on the
break.
The finish is just the finishing.
Ollie's a tidier finisher. Ollie's a tidier finisher, but Awani's up there.
Maybe even Jackson too.
Oh my God.
I think.
All I'm saying is I would rather have Watkins running at me than bro, that guy's so fast and strong, bro. Like,
that's what I'm saying. It's more than just his pace. It's just
It's just general. It's decision making. It's decision making.
Yeah, he's just lethal. Like, you remember the hat trick he scored against Liverpool 2 in the 7-2 a few years ago? Yeah. Like, he's just ruthless in those types of matches. He's
give him open space. Bro. It's a murder.
Yeah, the only problem with him is the ghosting. Whenever because he ghosts a lot sometimes. Like, I think even in this like in the beginning of the season, he was like kind of a couple games, like 3, maybe 4 games. I don't know.
I mean, he's never going to be like Haaland's, like scoring every match, but for what he's doing in that
team, this Villa team could.
He's a form player too.
Like, these guys
are. Form, he starts scoring.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Watkins hits 20 goals this season if he stays fit.
I'm not going.
Which is incredible. That's an incredible output.
I'm not gonna lie, and I can speak generally to this as well. Again, you got to give credit to Unai Emery for again galvanizing his team like this in very many cases.
This 4-2-2 setup he has.
I'll say it. Listen, they're cooking, and I will say this. I'll give Emery flack for his time at Arsenal because he did some crazy things. But I will say this. He never went wrong with strikers. He's always been good at improving strikers every single time. I would say forwards in general, but strikers specifically.
Yeah, also look at Villarreal. Look at Gerard Moreno and Danjuma.
Every club he's been to, the strikers have gotten better. Every club he's been to, every striker he's worked with.
Even go back, like think of like at Sevilla, Kevin Gamero. Like, what's he done after Unai Emery?
Bro, he gave him the sauce. He gave him the sauce, bro. I'm telling you, he's a striker magician. He is a striker magician. So you got to give credit again. Laka and Oba, I think they played better. You know what I'm saying? In some ways, they improved their game under him. So I'm like, listen.
Yeah, Oba was arguably the best striker in the league.
You gotta give credit where credit is due on that end, man. Like he's got Villa dangerous.
Like, who did he manage to be? Cavani.
That was the Cavani era.
Yeah, listen, man, you got to give credit where credit is due. Honestly, bro, like Villa are so dangerous at home. Very quickly, they are yet again. An away game I'm gonna hate going to. That's gonna be a game I'm gonna hate to see because I know like that pressure's gonna be on. I'll be real. Villa Park is,
and also
that's a dangerous ground.
People were on Pau Torres' ass after the first couple matches. He's really turned it around lately. He's looking like a quality center back. He's just in the league.
Whether it be out of fear or out of motivation, I don't know.
He just needed time, bro. He wasn't even supposed to be thrown into the deep end that fast. It was the Mings injury that just
just sped everything,
rushed everything.
Yeah, I hear.
But they're looking really good. Yeah, that battle, if it's really going to be 5 teams making the Champions League next season, that battle is going to be hot. Yeah, like Adrian said, Villa and Newcastle, Brighton. Yeah, maybe West Ham might get into that. Add in Tottenham, United. It's exciting.
I'm telling you right now, man. Villa Park turned into a battlefield for the ops, a minefield for the ops, I should say. But yeah, man. Real quick before we get to the main piece, I just want to stop real quick. You know what I'm saying? Somebody didn't have a good day. I want to revisit that. You know what I'm saying? Wolves
losing to Wolves.
Wolves got one over on somebody.
Conceding 2 goals. Listen, I want to mention this one thing that you guys were talking about Manchester City defense, and I said
default position again.
And I said this, Manchester City defense, as much as it looks like it's improved, like in the middle, the first half of that last season, listen, people could get through, and when they do, they could do damage. Is all I'm saying.
Bro, this is City without Rodri, man.
Pay Rodri whatever he wants.
Yeah, that no Rodri tax
from now to the end of time.
We've been missing John Stones the whole season.
That's also true.
Okay, who are you playing right now? Who played in the?
They had Kovacic and Nunes in midfield.
You're saying Akanji?
No, he's good.
I don't want to hear excuses.
The big issue is Kovacic and Nunes as the
that's the problem. That's your problem.
And that's what we mentioned. And that's what didn't we mention?
We did mention
this was
and they're going to the Emirates with that same midfield.
We lost.
You know what I'm saying?
We conceded 2 goals. The first one was luck. I mean, I don't. Neto absolutely destroyed Ake.
Yeah.
But it was an own goal. He crossed the ball in. It came off Diaz. It was. I mean, that was luck. And then the second one, it happened. I mean, there was a bit of
the Korean
calamity.
guy.
The Korean guy. The Korean guy. Yeah.
I'm so
Racism
man.
is getting at him, bro.
Man, the script writers are on their job this season, bro. Yeah,
this is almost as good as the Messi script writing, bro.
Oh.
Freaking.
Oh my goodness,
Can't
bro.
know.
We had a bad day, but I'll say this. I'm not worried.
When you say worried, like, what do you mean? Like, worried about what?
I'm not worried. I'm like,
You'll win the.
You'll
win the league. You'll win the league. That's what you're saying. You'll win the league easily.
Say
that, or you're worried.
I never said we're gonna win the league easily.
That's what I'm asking. What would the worry be?
The worry would be that we don't win that we're losing ground in the league title. Which I don't, honestly, if we don't win the league, we could say it's a failure. We didn't meet our objective for the season, but is that for like a cause for like enormous panic and overreaction?
Probably not.
Considering we won
Not
3 leagues in a row. I mean,
yes.
no.
If you guys are the best, if you guys are the best team in the league, if you guys just won the treble, and you have the best striker in the world, you have the best midfielder in the world, which
best manager in the world.
You have the best, and you can't win the league.
Best lawyers in the world.
We've done it three times in a row. I mean, we're
okay. Congratulations.
But like if we don't win the league one year, well, I mean,
that's how the decline starts, brother. That's how the decline
we didn't win it.
I mean, no team has ever won it 4 years in a row.
Yeah,
and guess what?
No team has ever won it 4 years in a row.
And you guys lose Bernardo last season. You lucky not losing him this season. Kyle Walker, KDB. Like I'm just saying. You think it's not worrisome until next year. You're gonna be damn.
If
those Nunes starting every match.
If I were worried because we lost one match to Wolves, okay, yeah, Wolves are not the best team.
To Wolves,
we lost to Brentford last year.
The double.
Well, we had Tony though.
Yeah, we lost both games.
It wasn't some. It wasn't.
And Wolves
some
has
dumb
Wang
team.
Hee-chan.
There's just some games that we lost last season in our treble-winning season. We lost to Southampton, the worst team. Did they finish last? I think they finished last. We lost to Southampton in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, but you guys weren't competing with Liverpool.
I mean, you guys do lose to Wolves a decent amount too.
Yeah.
I remember Adama Traore and Mendy. That thing in the quarter. What a.
I'm interested to see if Arsenal.
I could not say that I'm worried after losing one game to Wolves. I mean, if we lost a few games,
the thing is, you play. Listen, you play Arsenal next week. You're not worried about that game.
I mean, we don't have Rodri.
I don't think Adrian's ever worried about playing Arsenal.
Never. He shouldn't be. Historically speaking, he probably shouldn't.
The thing is, I am a little concerned. I'm not. I'm gonna say like
if you guys lose,
worried about this.
I'll take it.
But you know why? Because we've beaten Arsenal so many times that they're due a victory on us.
Like what's Arteta's record against Pep?
He's been him once in the FA Cup semi-final.
Ours?
Oh, that one.
Ours?
Only
Arteta against Pep.
Oh yeah, twice.
it
Yeah,
counting the community shield?
Yeah. I mean, hey, listen, you said competitive matches. Hey, listen, I'm counting.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't say competitive matches. Okay,
only one. Okay. Then once.
But in the league, it's
not serious matches.
In the league, it's L's.
All losses in the league.
I don't think there's been a draw.
Law of average says they're gonna beat us sometime. I hope it's not this time because then
this has to be the time, bro. Without Roger, without De Bruyne, without Stones, this has to be.
Even if we lose to Arsenal, we're still in. Like we're still in it. Like it's not a.
No one's saying you're not
the whole.
in it.
Yeah, but as long as we're
City
in it,
City will always be in it
we weren't. Yeah, and as long as we're in it, I'll be happy. Yeah, maybe like we don't win it this year. But what if we don't? I mean, it's not. Rome isn't falling because we don't win the title in one season.
Listen, I'm
just
you're
overreactionary fan.
City could be 10 points behind on Christmas, and I'll still put them as favorites to win the league.
Yeah, I
City from February to May is insane.
We were behind the whole season.
City from February to May is a monster.
There were so many times last season where I had even conceded, we're not gonna do it this time. we just lacked so
Only
much.
you,
Arsenal
bro,
getting
because
ahead.
everyone else knew Arsenal was gonna bottle it.
I even said, I remember after
that's kind of bullshit. There was like, oh, you have to win it now. There was people saying it was chalked.
Yeah, no, there was a
people
time
saying
where everyone was like,
hella people saying it was
people
chalked.
thinking that Arsenal.
Of course, you guys had to win it. You guys were how many
when they
points
beat
ahead? But
Aston
everyone
Villa,
knew
because
you guys
some
were
people was
winning.
calling it. So no, most
games
people was
like when they
calling
beat
that shit. They
Aston
were calling
Villa
off.
like in the 96th minute or whatever.
Right, and
one
Bournemouth,
goal
the
stuff
Reece
like that. It's
Nelson.
like these are the types of wins that are just painting the picture for the title win.
But again,
So-
Arsenal burial ground. That's the.
Can we talk about how there's only 2 teams benefiting from refereeing decisions? In the
Wait,
league?
now we gotta get.
Oh,
we get into the main event.
Before we get there, all I want to say is Pedro Neto's kneecap is all good, baby. He's all good.
Man,
He's
that
ready
jinx.
to roll, son.
Yo, I'm knocking on wood for you.
Let me get that. Listen,
Yeah, he's a baller.
bro,
I'm happy for
he's
Neto,
back. He's back, bro.
He's really
fantastic
You know, it's funny, like,
player.
I think
So
Wolves, if they had a proper striker, or even I wouldn't say like a. When I say proper striker, I don't mean like a real traditional number 9 big man, whatever, or even just a player who gets some goals in the middle.
Yeah, somebody could
Or
decently
connects play
can
really
score
well,
some
you know?
goals at a decent rate.
If they had
It's my
Havertz
game.
at number 9, yeah, it could have been.
Probably.
I think they would have one of the
He
best
probably
front
have a better
threes
time than
outside
Cunha.
of the top 6, because Neto obviously like Neto's getting a lot of hype again. He kind of
he's so
his
good.
injury,
Bro.
but he's really good.
Dog.
And then
Monster.
Juan Hee-chan is also very good. I mean,
He comes up with goals more often
Is
than
he
not.
just a great super sub though? Because I feel like when he starts, he's not.
Juan Hee-chan.
Yeah.
Did he?
No, he
That is
started.
a
His,
He
good
started
super
today. He
sub.
started today.
Oh, I didn't.
I
watch
mean,
the
he
game.
started-
He's usually.
he should be starting every game for Wolves. The guy's that good. He's a very good player. I mean, not a lot of people talk about him, but he is very underrated.
I mean, last season they were expecting some things from him, and he just didn't deliver. You know, like when
I think
signed
they
him
were
last
they were
season.
using
They
him.
signed
up
him
front
2 seasons ago, right, from Leipzig,
2 seasons
and he was
ago,
supposed to be
something like that. Yeah, he was. I think he had.
And he started the season well.
Leipzig
That
career.
like he started his career well
Yeah.
at Wolves, and then it kind of just
Yeah,
dwindled
Peter.
down.
but I don't know. I see him play. I see like the guy is very good. I mean, he plays he's very good on the wing. He can score. He can use.
I mean, he could
feet.
probably play as a number
quick.
9. Like, he was a number 9 before he
Yeah.
went to Wolves.
Yeah, that's
He was
what I'm
number
saying.
9
I don't know why
at,
they just
at
don't throw him
Salzburg.
at
He was a
number
number 9. At Leipzig, he didn't play much, but he was still a number 9 there too.
Yeah.
So
Maybe they tried him at 9 and didn't like him. I don't know.
Yeah. But if Cunha's gonna do what he does and
Because
like, you know,
Cunha
if-
cannot
if-
score, bro.
If he makes driving runs like that, just put him on the wing.
That's what I'm saying. Cunha is the king of
crafty.
4-play FC this season, bro.
Yeah.
That guy he's so good at everything else, but putting the ball in the net, and then Fabio Silva is just
the ass.
not good enough for
Sorry.
that level.
That brother. Yeah, I'm sorry. He ain't been showing out. He been boo boo. I'm sorry, dog. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
he's not-
Fabio.
So
Yeah.
can we talk about the 2 teams benefiting from VAR?
Yeah,
this
we,
season?
let's talk
gotta-
about it.
Can we just jump into the main event?
Let's talk
Let's
about
go
it,
for it.
man. Ah,
The
You
main
want to
man.
open
match.
up? You want to open it up? I'll let you talk about it.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, Phil.
Man, I don't even know where to begin. Just I'll start off by saying when City lost to Wolves, and I was just basking in this moment of, damn, this really happened. Like this day could end with Liverpool top of the Premier League on their own, not tied with points with anyone else, top of the league on their own. When that thought crossed my mind, I was like, man, it just sounds too good to be true. I knew some sus was coming for me. That's why I didn't put that thought out there. I didn't put it in writing anywhere. I just kept it internal because I just had a feeling, man. I had a feeling some sus was gonna happen, and I don't even know where to begin talking about the sus. We probably just jump straight into the Curtis Jones red card, right? There's Liverpool's about to break the record. There's the ill-disciplined record of the most red cards in a season. This is insane. We're 7 games into the season, 4 red cards,
God damn.
and they've all
that's bad.
actually 3 of them have been straight reds, and then 1 with 2 yellows. Well, as soon as VAR started looking at the Curtis Jones one, yeah, my head just sank because I knew it was over at that point. Like I knew they were gonna send him off again, and I was watching the game at a pub, and as soon as it happened, I looked to the guys next to me and I was like, I've seen this match 3 times already. This is the 3rd time I'm watching this match this season. I'm tired, man. I'm tired of it. These,
Ooh, man.
these
felt-
handicaps need to stop.
We could get into the robbery, but I don't.
I
In
feel
my
like us from
opinion,
2 seasons ago.
if that happened, that's happened a couple of times. Most recently with Casemiro, where the player gets the ball and like goes into the shin. You know what I'm saying? Studs up. Like I said, as people that play football and stuff like that, that's shit that's gonna happen. I don't think specifically it's a red, but if it was given a red last season and United were gonna try to appeal it, and then they said that they were gonna lose the appeal, they're just going based off of like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, that's what the judge said last time. And
history.
this time it was much like the force was kind of insane. Like he's lucky, like his leg didn't break. Again, not Curtis Jones' fault. He got the ball first, you know what I'm saying? He did what the what a player does. He just got unlucky, it slipped and it went to the guy's shin. But can I say
he was trying to make a tackle? Like I think he was just trying to ball back, like roll the ball back with the bottom.
That's what I'm saying.
And then it slipped on the slippery ball.
Like I said, I think it was a fair yellow, given the circumstances. But when you have a player, a team just focusing on a replay in slow motion, and then you see
that's what I'm saying, man. That's where my issue comes from. Like.
They only replayed it once. They started on the freeze frame and like went back to it and then stopped on the freeze frame.
The referee started going to VAR, and you could see as he approaches, it's just stuck on the still image.
It was the
still image of Jones' boot on Basuma's shin.
They were so focused on the contact rather than the whole movement itself.
And that was like, what is the thought process of doing that? Of the VAR officials giving the referee the still image? Like football is not played on still images. It's just framing his decision before he even gets to see what happened, and then it starts from that still image, and then it goes from that into slow mo. Like, what is this? Like everything looks horrific
again
in that perspective.
I hate to read like this happened. This has been happening and stuff like that, but it's been happening to teams that people fucking hate, like United. Last year, that red card, Casemiro, 2 red cards. That one, he got the ball and then hit someone, and then the one where he gets the guy and pushes him away, like he's not like choking the guy. But when they do the video, like they pause it and stuff, it looks like he's killing the guy. But when you watch the video, it's clearly he goes like this, like he gets the guy's shirt and like pushes him back, like no intent to like choke someone out. When you're doing this against again, I don't think it's a red card. Even Klopp said it. Oh, I bet everyone here thinks it was a red card. But if you played football, like you know that's not a red card. It wasn't his intent to do it. He got the ball first. I don't know, man. I just don't. I feel like I really don't like the inconsistencies in the description of why it's a red card. Like I've been hearing people say it's a red card because it endangered the safety of an opponent. But if that's the case, almost every single slide tackle technically endangers the safety of an opponent, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like there's a risk of injury every time someone slide tackles. Yeah, every tackle, every 50-50 impact, there's always a risk of injury. There's always an endangering of a player's safety. It's like there has to be some level of common sense and intent added to the decision, because it's just judging off the still image, red card all day, every day. But man, like. Yeah, there's some
when people, you know, when you grow up, you're like, oh, if you slide tackle someone from the back, it's a foul regardless if you get the ball or not. Like, you know how we grew up saying stuff like that. But then you see like some refs do give that, and some refs, they judge if they get the, like, I feel like there's literally, like you said, no consistency behind it. And I don't know, man, these refs, if they haven't played football, again, like, they're not going to understand, you know what I'm saying? Because the guy literally got the ball. What is he going to do? If the guy gets the ball first, what is he going to do if his feet slip and the guy's leg is right there?
Like, think of the same situation. What if Curtis Jones was the same, him and Bissouma going for that 50-50, but Jones slips before he gets to the ball, and then his body lands on Bissouma's shin the same way the bottom of his stud did? No one is going to be calling for a red card in that situation, even though it's the same thing. And he accidentally endangered the safety of his opponent. The same way he was trying to roll the ball back, slipped off. It's man.
Do you know what that happens super inconsistently too? When someone's about to kick the ball and someone puts their foot trying to get the ball first.
Yeah.
Right.
And sometimes they get kicked and stuff. They give a foul to the person that kicked it, or they give the foul to the person that kicked the ball.
Right.
Like, there's no they don't. That common sense of what is actually happening is just completely thrown, and then they just do that zoom in and play it slow mo, and it just. Also,
think of this: when goalkeepers come out to punch the ball, and they accidentally punch the attacker or a defender in the head, which happens a lot. Yeah. No one ever thinks that should be a red card. No one has ever said the goalkeeper should be sent off for that. But what's endangering the safety more? This potential concussion, or this stomp on Bissouma's leg, which looks a lot worse than it actually was. I mean.
Nah, the video. When you see the video, it was bad. Like
it's bad, but he didn't come with as much force. I mean, Bissouma kept playing. Gakpo actually is out for many weeks now because of the foul Udogie had on him in the first half, which if you want to talk about endangering the safety of opponents, like what are we doing here? There like there needs to be more common sense as decisions and more clarification on the language of how referees are enforcing these laws, because it just doesn't make sense to me.
And I want to talk about how pretty much every Liverpool player, after like getting robbed and stuff like that, maintain their like they're better than me. You know what I'm saying? I would have done what CR7 done. Remember when he left that match because they didn't give the goal or some shit like that? Like if something like that happened, like you go into halftime and you see that onside goal that Luis Diaz scored, if I would see that, like I'm fighting the referee. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna suspend me, you're gonna suspend me for a good amount of time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But one player, Jota, he got the stupid yellow, that first yellow.
Can we order to?
Okay, yeah, we can go in order. We can go in order.
Yeah, man. So the first 20 minutes of the match, amazing. I don't know how it felt for you guys as neutral, but for me watching it, I was like, this is a great match so far, bro. Like this is gonna be exciting.
Liverpool are demons with 10 men. They're demons.
Yeah, we looked so good at the opening 20 minutes. Tottenham looked good on the break. It just looked like it was gonna be a great match. And then the red card happens, and like I said, I was like, oh, here we go again. I'm watching this match for the 20th time again. And
which has gone well for you guys though.
Yeah, but I'm tired of it. You know, it's a battle each time.
Yeah.
Then so we start playing with 10 men. I'm like, hey, we're doing pretty well here. Like we're adjusting. We look better with 10 men now at that point than we did even against Newcastle. Like we looked really comfortable. And then we knew obviously when you're playing a man down, your chances are going to be few and far between. So when a player gets a break, like you want to make the most of it. So as soon as that ball broke to Salah and we saw there was an opening, like everyone just perked up. Like, oh, this is like one of the only maybe 3-4 moments we're gonna get the rest of the match. Slides a great ball into Diaz, and what a finish, by the way. What a finish. Defender on his back, far corner, beats Vicario.
Nasty.
And then tell me not. When the assistant ref put his flag up for offside, and then you immediately saw the replay. Tell me not. Everyone was like, okay, this is getting overturned. This is a goal.
Right.
Like not even a second of hesitation. You just saw the cut in the grass.
Like, oh, that's onside.
You saw the cut in the grass. I was like, yeah, he's onside. It's clear. It's obvious. Like people in the pub, once the replay came up, started celebrating because we were so confident. Obviously, this is going to be overturned. Like this is a goal. And then VAR doesn't even draw the lines, which made me concerned at first. I was like, are they not doing that because they're so confident it's onside or what? And then it just cuts, and then the free kick is taken. And we're like, what is going on? Yep. What is happening here? And like obviously it was too loud, so I couldn't hear the commentators. So I was like, man, they must have said something to explain what happened here. And then lo and behold, Richard Keys and Andy Gray, right, on beIN Sports, do that breakdown of the lines at halftime. They draw their own lines on beIN Sports, which by the way, Richard Keys is so proud about. I've been watching clips of him afterwards. He's like, because of our research, this news spread like wildfire, and now everyone's talking about it.
Like he developed a cure to cancer. All right, bro.
Nah, he's a shameless man. Yeah, so that broke out at halftime, right? That screenshot from their feed. And then everyone just started talking about it, so much so that almost immediately after the match, the PGMOL had to come out and with their apology, not even an apology, just an acknowledgement of their error, saying significant human error was made during the blah 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 blah. Which, by the way, I didn't like that. The way they worded that, like it made it sound like the fault lied with the assistant referee and the on-field referee. Which, I don't blame them at all. It's those clowns in the VAR booth, Darren England. And I believe his assistant VAR was Daniel Coote, who, by the way, has history. He has history with Klopp and Liverpool for being scum.
David Coote he's terrible.
Yeah, for being scum. David Coote, my bad. Yeah, for being scum. So yeah, I don't know. What did you guys think of the offside? Like of that whole debacle? The reasoning that's come out lately that what actually happened was Darren England thought the on-field decision was goal given. So when he looked at it, the replay, he just said check complete. He didn't say there was no qualification saying check complete goal stands or check complete offside. He just said check complete.
And they started doing that today. By the way, like every play that was happening, every play that was happening, like they're like the first goal that Chelsea scored, they're talking about VAR and like, oh, VAR actually, because they were hearing what VAR was saying, like they're like, oh, VAR is saying, check complete, goal scored. Like they're adding these extra like words that for some reason.
Oh yeah, they on their P's and Q's now.
To clarify,
they on their P's and Q's.
The outcome.
How ridiculous is it that this wasn't standard protocol to begin with,
bro?
Because it's laughable. This is hilarious.
Because like the only way the VAR officials thought the on-field decision was goal given had to be that they saw Diaz score and then immediately turned away from the live feed and started looking at replays. That's what the camera immediately cut to the offside flag. Mm-hmm. So if that's the case, for years this has been standard protocol that as soon as a goal happens, you immediately look to the replays. Then there had to be more checks in place to establish what call had been given. What's it called? Confirming, like, and are they not communicating? Like, are the referees have mic?
So the way that they do it is like the VAR checks it, and as soon as like he's not looking what's happening on the field, like he's focused on that one thing because that's his job is that one thing to see if there was an error that occurred. Mm-hmm. So if he thought like he's not looking at the screen, seeing that he gave he's not looking at the live feed, he's literally looking at the replay, and he says like checked. And as soon as like he was still probably looking at it and they started playing, and it's to me it's so stupid that there's a rule that you can't go back after he started the,
which is
like
so
right
dumb.
Like what's the bigger sin being committed? Is the bigger sin that we're breaking this rule of stopping a phase of play to going back to something before, or that we are literally not allowing a legitimate goal to stand?
That's what I'm saying. What? This is the common. This is like the shit that you see on shows where a cop is like, oh, I'm not gonna kill this guy. But then this guy goes ahead and kills 35 people in front of the cop or some bullshit like that. Like, you have to sacrifice things for the greater good at this point. If you
they went full philosophy,
like no, I'm just saying, like, it's just common sense.
This is more than the game.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
the common sense is sorely lacking.
It's stupid. It's like again, and it's. A lot of these rules and chops and changes that I've seen this season have only been for the sake of they want to again minimize their accountability and minimize their their perceived influence on the game. Again, they've done this protocol thing to be like, oh yeah, listen, we can't go back and change things. We don't want to break up play like how things were maybe like the blah blah blah. That's why they added World Cup time to add on the back end if there's any stoppages and blah blah and all that other shit. They want to keep a somewhat consistent flow of game across the 90 minutes or someone they can add back. And in the process of that, I feel like they have just completely skirted actual, again, common sense and accountability in all these situations. They've skirted it like fully. I'm not gonna lie. Again, how do you not have just a standard regular conversation? Yo, is this a goal? Cool. You know what I'm saying? How does that not cross the line of anybody from the VAR booth to the people on the field? How does that common line of communication not go through? In every other sport on the planet, in the NFL, there's clear communication between what is a foul and what's not before the play is relayed to the people in the stands and the people in the audience and everybody at home that, hey, listen, after this review, da 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 da. Again, NFL's prime example. NFL on right now. There's like a pass interference call, whatever. They'll let the play go, give it a couple seconds. Again, the flow of the game is different, but still, there's a communication between the people in the booth, the people in the field. There's 4 different refs to convene and make the play, and then somebody makes the announcement. There's clear line of conversation. There isn't just prompt 1, prompt 2, goal given, done. There's actual conversation that flows on, and it kills me that it's just not standard across everything that's in football right now. It doesn't make any sense. Just let people talk through every decision if that's the case. Again, another thing like yellow card offenses, why can't we talk through those? That's again, it's separate, but it's related as well. What makes sense instead of trying to interrupt the flow of the game and try and take less accountability off of yourselves. You guys are refs to officiate the game, and it just baffles my mind. At the same time, they want to quickly and swiftly decide things that they are not fully capable to understand in 30 seconds. And at the same time, they want to again make snap decisions, and also again like make way less decisions with way less information or inconsistent and incomplete information. And I'm just like, I would rather you stop the game fully and talk through what you're seeing in any and every instance than go at a snap decision, go at a glance and try and push the game forward off of BS.
Like the risk reward, like what we've all given up for VAR, we've all given up time and the flow of the game in order to get the correct decision, right? That's the sacrifice everyone in the football world has agreed to implement VAR. So there's just so many things wrong with first why there's such a split second between check complete and the free kick being taken, and then secondly, like we've been saying now for the past couple of minutes, why they're so hell bent on maintaining this protocol that we cannot go back to a different phase of play. When if they had done that, if Vicario had taken the free kick and then the referee went blew his whistle and said no, like goal given, like everyone would have been like confused for a few minutes. Then would have forgotten about it. No one would be talking about this.
Yep.
Like, yeah, whatever, it's over. Like the goal was given, clearly onside. They cleared it up. Like there was clearly some miscommunication between the referee and Vicario. That's what we would have thought, right?
Yeah.
We would have thought the referee, like Vicario, misheard the referee saying kickoff, and he accidentally took a free kick. And it's just like there in England, I'm so curious to hear,
bro,
what our communication was.
Dog.
Once the free kick was taken, like was he telling Simon Hooper like, no, it should have been a goal, or was he just like
he said it? He said it off rip. Like as soon as the game resumed, like after the free kick, like he was telling the referee how bad it was.
Hey, I ain't
that's
gonna
what
lie.
they said. Like
the streets.
So Simon Hooper knew from that moment on for the rest of the match that a legitimate goal had not been given.
Yeah. Yep.
This is, man, like obviously like two wrongs don't make a right and stuff like that. But if you're the referee and you know in your head that's what just happened, how are you still gonna referee the rest of the game like a bozo? Like a bozo. Like if we went against this stuff in the second half, people aren't talking about this, but I was livid. I was absolutely livid. That one attack where it was Salah and Bissouma in the right wing in Tottenham's left back position. My!
And that was no foul.
Where Salah and Bissouma having a one-on-one, Bissouma wins the ball back, and then instead of clearing it or whatever, he starts dancing with the ball, trying to get around Salah.
Yeah, and he fell over.
And then Salah wins the ball back from him. Bissouma just does the thing that, by the way, the PGMOL said they would cut out of players just falling over to try and win a foul. Bissouma did exactly that. Salah gets the ball, and now we're in a 2-on-1 in the box. I think it was. Was it Szoboszlai running into the box, and then it was like
possibly I can't remember who was running.
Clear goal scoring opportunity at this moment. Referee blows free kick, and then Salah's piss kicks the ball away. Salah gets yellow card.
Get yellow, yeah.
Like what are you doing? Like you know the sin you and your VAR buddies committed in the first half, and then in this position where it's not even a 50-50 decision, it's probably 70-30 non-foul to foul. And then after that, not only does he do that, but he books Jota for just running behind Udogie. Just running behind him.
Udogie tripped himself.
Again, listen.
That remind me of Wolves 2021 or 2020.
That's not a foul. Oh my God. He maybe thought he got clipped. Okay, listen. If you're Jota, a professional player, you're playing this match. That's clearly going against you.
Yes, that's a different comment. I agree.
That's different.
Why the fuck are you doing that tackle?
I agree. Jota was idiotic with that second yellow. I agree. Especially it was like 90 seconds after the first.
Yeah.
But why are you giving him a yellow for that to begin with? I mean, come on, man. Yeah. Like it's just
there's a small part to play with some of the challenges and some of the tackles that happen again in there. But if the ref performance was just like that was
make it easier for yourself. Like how badly you just messed up. You're just adding to your own storm. Like this is where the common sense comes in. Like,
listen, like I said, this is when I would say like if the players literally stopped playing the match and left, I wouldn't get mad. No one in the football world who would get mad if Liverpool stopped that game and said I'm not playing this fucking game.
Bro.
Like genuinely, you know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't get mad.
I mean the Premier League would. Premier League would probably deduct like 10 points from them. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. But if we let shit happen like this, is like, do we not learn? Like, you know what I'm saying? They're just gonna keep doing it. If we don't do anything about it, guess what? They're gonna keep doing it. Bro, they're not gonna give a fuck.
All they're gonna do is suspend that team for 1 week, send them on a different game or in a lower league for like a couple weeks, and then send them right back.
You know what I'm saying? Like if nothing is done about it, it's just gonna keep on happening, and that's just the way it is. What the only thing that they could do is fucking replay the match.
Right, I've been hearing some pundits saying like at this point they're actually thinking like the most fair thing at this point might be to replay that match, which is crazy.
Tottenham's punk asses ain't gonna replay nothing. You know,
but that's what I'm saying. That's why you have to do something in that moment. Yeah, like you have to make it.
Facts, or else nothing's ever gonna get done.
When it's something so like like crazy like that, like you have to.
Again,
like, there's no or nothing gets changed. You
yeah,
have to have a revolution.
it's bullshit. They just they make egregious mistake, offer PGMOL apology, you accept it, and then if they want us to carry on, and you don't change your behavior. It's
like
so
the Chelsea
stupid.
manager freaking recycling shit.
Yeah,
bro.
literally,
It's the same thing,
same vicious cycle. And again, it's happened to too many people over the past several years. I can't even remember how long VAR has been in the system for this
since
long.
1920.
I feel like the
1920 was the first season.
1920 is crazy,
which
bro.
is insane. It's been that long. And it's been,
yeah,
not 1920.
Yeah, can you imagine? Jesus.
1920.
Since the year 1920.
I'm dead, bro.
I feel like these guys want to make their job feel so important, and like
they do, yeah. They think they're cops, bro.
complete. Like, just fucking talk like a normal person. Oh, that was clearly on side.
They legitimately act like American police, but it's like lack of transparency. They don't release any of the audio footage. Like what are you trying to hide?
That's what I told you, bro.
Yeah,
it's like a cop trying to get their morals thing.
Yeah.
I can't kill this person.
Was it today or yesterday? Liverpool requested the audio.
The statement
came
out.
Tapes. You want the tapes?
They came out with a statement yesterday, and I think they might have requested the tapes today, if I believe so.
Show me the tapes. No Kim K real talk, man. I'm like, yo, this is the thing that
again,
became me.
What's gonna go?
That audio recording must be
what's gonna go from that, bro?
Must be
I'm saying, what is gonna what's gonna happen from that?
I think we just want transparency. We just want to know what kind of communication is going on.
No.
Which is
I
so funny.
want stuff after the transparency.
Which is so funny because don't the commentators, aren't they listening to the VAR?
They are. Gary Neville said they got fed in the audio at the same time, but in one ear. They get fed in their audio to VAR.
So they know what was said.
Yeah, they do. So
and that's why I said like all the things that I've been saying is saying that
there's got to be consequences for this, bro. There's got to be.
You know what I hate so much? Have you seen that program that Howard Webb has been doing this season, where it's like I think it's like an official Premier League production, like they put on their YouTube channel and stuff, where it's like him and some pundit. I think the one I saw was with Michael Owen, and it's just the biggest PR propaganda nonsense. It's Howard Webb. So let's say Howard Webb and Michael Owen, and they're in the studio. And they're going over like quote unquote contentious decisions from the past weekend, or maybe from just the season weeks prior. And then they're playing the VAR audio while the referee looks at the monitor, and it's maybe like a minute clip, and then Howard Webb explaining it. And then I'm like, there's no way this is your response to us saying make this audio public. There's no way you're just picking out a handful of cherry-picked moments where the referee looked good. And
do you want to hear something?
Howard Webb PR spin on like why are you like who are you trying to protect? Like no one's gonna there's no mob.
These referees, bro.
No, yes, there
these
is.
referees are
make the job bro. Make it easier for them if you bring this transparency.
Come outside. We not gonna jump you.
All these conspiracy stuff comes when you're not transparent because now we have to fill in the gap with malice, you know? Because it's just why are they not being open about what's going on behind the scenes?
I want you to see this. We're talking about these refs. This referee, former Premier League referee, Dermot Gallagher.
Oh yeah, Dermot
Gallagher. On the handball incident with United. He says, I never ever thought that would be given. It strikes him, no doubt about it. But his hands are tucked in a natural position. It's just never going to be given. I just want his hands are tucked in. Fuck, it's not fucking.
We'll put the screenshot up.
We'll pull it up, bro. His hands are like this. His hand. He said that his hands are tucked in.
No, the referee, the handball policy, that's a joke.
How are you even like? I'm not even talking. I'm just talking about how are you gonna literally lie? The picture, his hand is out here, like almost in a 90-degree angle, and you're saying that his hand was tucked in. The only thing I could imagine is him saying this instead of this.
His fist was tucked in. Can you imagine?
Just his fist.
That's the only thing I could think of, bro. Because like what are you trying to say, bro? Like,
and it's like, referees, I'm so fed up, and it's like at this point, it's beyond just the fact that Liverpool was the team screwed over this week. But there's so much of the integrity of the league that's just
eroded.
Like this has been the worst. This has been the worst start to a season. Yeah,
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, you did. This has been the worst start to a season I've ever seen from the officiating standpoint. The worst.
I agree.
The amount of disgusting decisions we've seen in just 7 game weeks, and it makes me like. I feel so like obviously Liverpool was the team robbed, but I feel so sorry for Tottenham as well. That this is supposed to be a huge moment for them. This was their first win against Liverpool in 6 years. Like what a start to the season they've had. Like this,
they weren't supposed to win.
They did the same thing. They did the same thing against us.
Part of it. That's what I'm saying. But they can take nothing out of it because the referees made themselves the main characters of this match. And now everyone's talking about these clowns when they should be anonymous. No one should know who the VAR officials are because they should just do their job quietly. Like, we thank them, they go home, everyone's happy. But yeah, it's been a mess. Yeah, like you said against United, that Romero handball that wasn't given. It's just, yeah, it's been an absolute disaster for the PGMOL, for Howard Webb, for officiating and officiating integrity in the Premier League.
And the
altogether.
worst part, the thing about football is like the big guy never wins and stuff like that. City are just like, again, this is nothing against you, Adrian, nothing. But the only teams are benefiting are like the teams up top. You know what I'm saying? Because the teams that are competing, like Arsenal last season, Liverpool competing with you guys this season, and they're getting all these, and you guys are getting offside goals, getting given and shit like that. Like, it sucks when you're going against a team like as good as City, and they get all the calls. And
yeah, and there's nothing going for you.
Bro, that Rodri handball still haunts me 2 seasons ago against Everton. That wasn't given. And then they ended up winning that game 1-0.
Again,
and we lost this league by 1 point that season.
Bro, again, it all.
Again,
I don't want to pile on.
The butterfly effect.
Yeah, I don't want to pile on. But again, it's again all the yellow card potential things from Rodri that never went through. Again, Brentford 1-1 last season when we should have won that game, but then clearly they just didn't draw lines. Like, there's just too many,
right. They offsided the wrong player, right? They did the wrong guy.
There's too many just instances of just gross negligence or corruption or a combination of the two combined to just, we can't sit on this. We can't just say,
when they're not transparent, we have to fill in the gap at this point with malice because they're so. And then you probably have like all heard it by now, but Darren England and like that VAR team 48 hours before the match between Tottenham and Liverpool were officiating a game in the UAE. We're doing VAR work for a game in the United Arab Emirates. And what club is associated with the United Arab Emirates? Man City. I mean, like, obviously, like, I don't believe that's what happened. But you're leaving yourself open to stuff like this. When you're so behind the curtain, they're so behind the curtain, you're not being open. You're saying we're gonna do like investigations, like police investigating themselves. Like, it's nonsense. It's absolute nonsense, and I don't know how they can clean it up at this point. I don't know what they can do to fix their reputation in the country because like essentially like except for a couple of teams, basically every team has huge beef with the PGMOL already this season. So I don't know, man. I don't know what the future is going to look like.
It just pisses me off that in this VAR era where there's supposed to be at least somewhat consistency and just better decision making overall, I still know these refs by name. I still know again, like all the David Coots, the Howard Webb up top. You know what I'm saying?
Like the local drug dealer, bro.
Yeah, like literally, like yo, the worst person you know. Like, I know you, bro. I don't want to know you, but I know you for some reason. Like I don't.
Nah, the local drug dealers that know what I'm saying. Cops, bro.
It baffles me how every time one of the most important things that people look for on the timeline in any given week, who was the ref that was assigned to this match? Who was the VAR team assigned to this match?
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? People look out for that. I know I look out for that every time, bro. Because if I see somebody like David Coots' name on there, I know it's gonna be. It's gonna be some BS. If I see, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm forgetting. I'm thinking about everybody from the past. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like dickheads like Mike Riley and stuff. That's from before VAR era. But you know what I'm saying?
Mike Dean, man, the legend.
Yeah, Mike Dean. You know what I'm saying? The main character himself. There's just too much of a history of just gross negligence, gross incompetence, just too many negative things around this, and there needs to be consequence now. There needs to be fines from these people. No more indefinite, no more random 2-week suspension so they can go to another league, get some game time, and then come back like nothing ever happened. I need fines paid back to the clubs for the mistakes that they've been handling, the wrongdoings. Pay it back to the club who the mistake was. I don't care about no apology. Give me money or give me points. Give me a replay. Give me something, and you have to pay. There has to be something demonstrable now so people can act up. It can't just be, oh, Scouts honor will improve. No, I can't believe in that. I don't believe in that. We need solid repercussions for these people. They need to be held. It's accountability. It's accountability at the end of the day. If you're saying, oh, we'll hold ourselves accountable, but every instance we've seen so far since VR has been implemented is no accountability and things have only gotten worse.
You can never allow an organization to hold themselves accountable.
Because they'll never do it.
Yeah, there has to be some other body that's
empty
doing
platitude. It's an empty platitude if
like
they don't have a check and balance.
If they had any pride behind the They don't like they all they have is ego. You know what I'm saying? Like that's at the end of the day. I'm never gonna go here and say that a man should lose his job and fucking not feed his family. But at the end of these guys, how many people work a job where they could constantly make mistakes that shouldn't be made over and over
not get fired
and over?
Terrible mistakes.
The worst they do is get a week off. The worst they do is get a week off.
Paid.
It's like police, bro. Everything about this is like it's like the American police.
Dog.
It's insane.
It's just this is the organization, like organized crime. Literally, if you would literally just say the details and not say referee in football, and you just give like details of what the shit that they do, it's literally organized crime, bro. It's like the mob, bro. It's like it's insane, bro.
Bro, at this point with the standard of refereeing in the country, like I'm almost like at this point I'm almost like just get rid of VAR.
That's what
so many people have been saying. I don't have an issue with VAR in itself, but you have imbeciles running it. Imbeciles. Yeah. So you're giving them double chance to be imbeciles.
Facts.
and just be less transparent about the stupidity they're doing. It's just,
but think about it.
Because the integrity now is totally gone. Like all the dubious offsides we've talked about, like the Nketiah one against Everton, stuff like that. Now we can't even trust those decisions, right? Because before we were like, no, like if they ruled offside, then it's offside, and we have to accept it. But now we can't accept it anymore. Now I'm like, no, maybe Nketiah was onside. Maybe like, maybe Garnacho was onside. Maybe all this stuff, like the Firmino one a couple years ago, like there's no trust in it anymore.
Nah, I agree.
And listen, at the end of the day, if there was no VAR, that goal would still not be given. But the reason why we're so pissed is of course we'd be pissed that onside goal was not given regardless. But whenever you make something, you create a whole thing for it not to happen. And then it just fails for the past freaking how many years that it's been happening. We have to put a line in the sand and just, I don't know if we should start boycotting games. That's the only way that these guys learn is if they lose money. If we keep watching, we keep going to the stadium, the money keeps coming in. Guess what?
I think it's the clubs that are hurt more from boycotts.
But if they're not doing anything, they have to do it. What are the fans gonna do? The clubs have to do. They have to literally make an alliance at least to like get rid of VAR or get better people. Because the
clubs have to like band together and have like an emergency meeting with the Premier League.
If they're not losing money, they're not gonna give a fuck. And we all know that's how the world works. You know what I'm saying? If mistakes happen and people still watch and talk and go, they're not gonna care.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm really.
Isn't it the teams that pay for VAR, or am I crazy? Like who pays?
I have no idea.
They charge it like an insane amount, like per. Like at the end of the day, do the fans have to pay more a year, like because of the tickets? Because I know they charge insane amount of fees, like to look at a fucking play.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I don't know who pays
I'm not
for that.
gonna lie. I would pay a premium if you could replace these dumbass refs, bro. Give me. Where's Luigi Collina? Where's Collina at, bro? I need him to come straighten some stuff out over here, bro. I would pay him an extra consultancy fee to get him over here to come straighten these bums out. I would do it every time.
And you know what's so funny, bro? Howard Webb, they got him in charge to be head of the PGMOL. Before that, he was the head of like the MLS system, and he stunk it up here too. Like, this man is stealing a living because he was a famous referee in his day, man. But yeah, at the end of the day, like moving forward with all this, I'm really curious to see what the outcome is going to be from Liverpool's statement and request to the Premier League. Because like they're so spiteful, I could see them just deducting Liverpool points or fining the club like 100K. Instead of actually doing something.
You saw they were already about to what's it called? Fine McAllister because he spoke
25K.
out. Yeah. He
fine McAllister for what? For his Instagram post?
He was trying to say because he spoke out. There was the speculation was like, oh yeah, what's it called? They're probably gonna try and fine him.
25K is fucking nothing for these clubs. They should fucking
this first comments. Comments. Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is what I'm saying.
These guys are clowns.
These motherfuckers, these fucking big clubs, and you guys got to eat these fucking fines and fucking do it, bro. At the end of the day, you guys are making millions and millions of dollars. Eat these little fucking fines, whatever, and just fucking go for their fucking head, bro. And get other teams to back.
Because
you think other teams are not going to back when they're constantly getting fucked by it?
It's only getting worse. They're getting fined, and yellow carded on the field. You know what I'm saying? Just for speaking their mind against these guys.
If these guys are talking about making a super freaking league and they could talk about that, I'm sure that they could talk to each other about what's happening on a daily freaking basis.
Yeah, man.
Right.
I'm telling you, bro. Does the Prem have a players union? Do they have a players union? No, like nah. They need
Like
one like the
Dempsey should
they
form
need one like the NBA, bro. They need one like the NBA. I ain't gonna lie. They need to come together and just like have a united front against this stuff, like because it's getting out of hand, man. It's getting out of hand. But I will say, getting back to just the game in general, I will say this though. Tottenham, y'all not slick. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be very real with y'all. 9 men. It took an own goal just to get over the line. I'm gonna be very, very real with you guys.
What does that say about Arsenal?
Huh? Listen, because we played at our absolute worst. Because we were not good. We were not good. We were not. And the best they could do is draw. With 9 men, the best they can do against Liverpool is draw. This is what I'm saying. I'm speaking directly to Tottenham fans. Listen, y'all have improved under Ange Postecoglou. I will give you that. But y'all are not levels. I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm telling y'all. Pick the right day when the refs are not playing, you know what I'm saying, in the middle of y'all pockets. Y'all didn't pay them off for the day or something like that.
Too many calls, man.
Y'all
Those
will
guys
get y'all are gonna get exposed, bro. I'm telling you, bro. We should have cooked y'all, honestly, but we were not good on our day. But y'all still lost so many balls in your own half. You know what I'm saying? That could have caused so many different counterattacks and chances. You picked the right day. You guys are gonna get exposed. You're not as good as y'all think y'all are, bro. I just need to put that out there. Y'all not as good as y'all think y'all are. Y'all are getting better.
I wish they
I'll give y'all that. But y'all not as good as y'all think. Don't let this gas you, bro. Do not let this gas you, because you're not levels.
I don't understand why they didn't play against us like how they were playing against Liverpool with 9 men or against Arsenal. These guys were attacking with 100 people at once, not giving a fuck about counters and shit like that. Why didn't they do that when Rashford was on the left wing?
I mean, to be fair, Liverpool got into a really compact shape when they were when it was 9 men. They were playing like a 5-3, just like and Tottenham was not willing to just stretch the field and spam crosses, which how they got their goal eventually. But they just weren't doing it.
You guys had to, bro. You guys had to. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. So like they couldn't play through that.
Baiting the press against 9 men though. That shit is.
Yeah, bro. They were trying for 20 minutes against 9 men. They were trying to still play through the middle of the pitch when Liverpool's whole team was in this little pocket right here.
Listen,
they're a funny team, man.
As a lover of chaos. Was there anything more chaotic than that ending?
Bro, that ending was that's so traumatic.
Depressing.
I'm sorry.
It was depressing.
That y'all Liverpool.
Like I wanted to cry. I was my heart.
That is a cataclysmic ending for Liverpool, but that's crazy.
The same way that everyone, like not everyone, well, yeah, everyone, when they saw what happened with United when I was celebrating the Garnacho goal against fucking Arsenal, the 2-1, I fucking thought we won it, and that shit was overturned, and then they win the game, blah 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 blah. That's exactly how I felt, Phil. Yours was worse because of all the robbery
all the stuff
that
before
went into it and shit too. But what a fucking chaotic! And
I just felt so bad for Matip, man. Like,
yeah,
he was destroyed. He was devastated.
You can see it.
But the thing is, like, everyone. I don't know about you guys. I knew that was gonna happen as soon as I saw him put the cross in.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, there's only one ending to this. Like, I think everyone for that split second, if you watch football and you know how chaotic that shit. As soon as you saw that cross coming off, you knew the ball was going into the net.
Yeah, it was scary.
It was just written. It was so scripted,
bro.
And it's just crazy, bro.
And it's just like I can't even blame Matip. Like he swung a lazy leg at it. But bro, he was fighting for his life for 96 minutes in that match. Like
how much?
I can't fault him at all.
What more can you do, man?
Yeah, I can't fault him at all.
Played a hell of a game.
If it was Harry Maguire, maybe you could have said something, but since it all happens with him.
No, but like I saw pundits coming out criticizing him, saying he swung a lazy leg at it. He should have just like postured his body better, so he just like
the brother's
deflected it out.
I know
the brother's dying out there.
Yes, but it's like. Yeah, Stevie. But I heard other people. I heard Stevie Nicol say that. I heard.
Whoever said that is a bum.
Someone in the UK said it too. I don't remember who, but they were saying it like was a bit lazy, maybe with the way.
They're bums. They are bums. Whoever said that is a bum, and they're gonna continue.
Yeah, it was just so cruel, man. And it's Matip too. I love Matip, bro. He's just the sweetest guy.
Type bum, fucking dumbass, fucking commentator, man. Oh my god, I hate people like that, bro. Like just. I'm a United fan, and I can't. I want to make fun of a Liverpool player. I'm not gonna make fun of freaking Matip for that, bro. That freaking made me sad. Not the whole context, but
but just that moment. For that, you gotta feel for him, man. Again, defended
bro.
his life out for 90 minutes plus.
Him and Van Dijk were dogs that match, and it just
unlucky. That's a punch in the dick. Honestly, that's really like that's the ultimate sucker punch. That sucks, bro. But again, it's just it just sour taste in my opinion. Because I'm like, again, they're gonna get gassed. They've been bro. Tottenham fans have been on like just
the way
on
they
some
celebrated
type
that
of,
win too.
on some
I didn't
type
even
of.
see.
Basuma
Listen.
brought his kid on the pitch.
Yeah,
Basuma
as
brought
soon as
his kid.
I turned away from the TV like as soon as the final whistle blew. But in that second, I saw Basuma like running from the
They're
bench onto
giving
the pitch.
the Arsenal
like they won the
vibes of
Champions
last season,
League.
bro.
Like, bro,
They want to come talk. They were not in a man. Let me not do it. Let me not do it.
I want to make this clear. I'm not wishing injuries upon anyone for Spurs.
Man, what's he about to
I do
say?
not wish it.
They
Listen,
celebrated Ben's
at the end of the
ACL.
day, no, I'm not celebrating.
Oh, okay.
No, listen, nothing. But they're gonna get people in their first team getting injured, getting knocks. They're not gonna play for a couple weeks, and that team is gonna get fucking absolutely freaking destroyed. I promise you, they're not.
Bro,
finishing top four. They're not finishing top four. I don't care.
They're very lucky. Madison was, you know what I'm saying, like again, recovered, because if they lose Madison,
a Son or Madison injury.
yeah, Son, Madison, or Basuma, I think it's really wraps for them.
Yeah,
really wraps for
Because
them. But-
remember, Basuma would play like didn't perform at all last season for them. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't think he's back closer to his best, but still he loses the ball like a fair amount, a really high amount in this point in time this season, and he can get exposed just like the rest of them. And it's like, again, it's just, I'm like, okay, listen, you guys are in a honeymoon phase. I understand. I was there. Trust me, I was there. But the difference is, do you have the quality to carry on through that when it gets tough, when things aren't exactly going your way? Everything's going your way now, but I'm telling you, something's gonna hit the fan. That you're gonna
football,
hit that.
Brother.
You're gonna
it
hit
doesn't
that.
always go for you.
You know what I'm saying? It goes around and it comes around. But when it's that time, I'm telling you, Tottenham are gonna get exposed.
And that's what
I had no ill will against them until the way they were celebrating that win, bro.
They've been getting gassed over these past couple weeks. I'm like, bro,
what comes around is gonna come back. You know, if
Like
you get
Justin
dealt that
Timberlake.
hand,
it's facts, bro.
it's the truth, bro. It's like what I say when you guys make fun of United or anything like that. I'm like, just keep that energy, because I promise you, it comes
Bro.
around full circle, and it does. And
One of these days,
Spurs fans are gonna see it, bro.
we gotta bring
They're
a
gonna
Tottenham
see it.
fan up, man. I haven't really like fully locked
Do you
in.
know a Tottenham fan?
Not offhand like this.
I don't know.
I know.
Listen,
I only know
I
a
am
couple and
2
like
people
family
away.
members, but that's
Do you know what's
different though.
crazy? I know 2 people. I could talk to one person, and I can meet the owner of Spurs. Like I know, like I'm closer to talk to the owner of Spurs than knowing a Spurs fan. I have no clue.
Yo, that's crazy.
Do you know how insane that is?
That's
I
very
could literally
wild.
talk to one person, and they know the owner of Spurs, and then I could.
It's a
maybe
crazy
talk to-
treat.
I don't know one Spurs fan. I don't know one Spurs fan. It's insane. It's crazy.
That's crazy how you closer to that than never mind.
Yeah, that's how-
I'm not gonna dox us, but yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's insane.
yeah,
It's crazy.
very wild. But yeah, man, that game was just that was
The worst. It could have been the best advert for the Premier League, and it turned out to be the
the
worst.
worst. They
The
literally
worst. The absolute worst.
turned into
Let's
a.
move into our awards, and then
Yeah, we're good with the
predictions.
picks. Yeah, we're
Champions
gonna
League predictions too.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it's a Champions League week, man.
Mhm.
Yep.
Let's
Oh, wait, I don't even look at that competition now that we're not in it. It's just-
Welcome to my world for the past like 6 years. I don't even be looking at no pictures in group
Bro, this
stage.
is, you don't have to say welcome to anything. This was my childhood. Liverpool.
Nah,
my
you're right.
childhood was Liverpool Europa League.
Nah, you're right, bro. You're right.
Yeah, tomorrow United play Galaxies.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna call them for now.
Galaxy?
Galaxy.
Yep. I'm not
Freaking
gonna-
Galatasaray.
Yo, that could
I
be a
didn't
fight, a
even
easy little match, bro.
Oh, did you not see who's playing for us? I never heard of that guy.
Oh
in my
yeah,
life.
yeah.
I don't even want to pronounce it.
The goalkeeper.
Hey, you're
Oh,
gonna get a racist waffle again.
but yeah, no. Who got their picks first? Who got their picks first? The rest of y'all
I have
can
my
look
I'll
up.
picks
go
ready.
with my picks. I'll go with my picks. I'll go with my
Okay.
picks. I'll go with my picks. Okay, player of the week, Ollie Watkins. So easy. I'm not gonna even go into that.
Mhm.
Best team of the week goes to the same freaking club. Freaking 6-win. I want to give it to Wolves. I'll let you guys do it.
There's a lot of
because they
competition,
obviously-
yeah, for
you
that
know what I'm
award.
saying? They obviously deserve it, but I think Villa needed to show their strength and against a tough opponent, and they did. You know what I'm saying? Against one of the best up and coming managers, if not the best.
Mhm.
So I'll give him team of the week. Worst team of the week. I didn't think I was gonna be able to say it this year, Manchester City, worst team of the week, man. Oh, how I love how I love
Savor
to
it.
say that.
Drink it in.
Concede 2 goals to Wolves, man. Just beautiful stuff. You know what I'm saying? I wish United got a win so I could speak more about that. I have to be humble. We also took an L, so I can't. I won't get too much into it. Next, I did best, worst.
Fraud of the
already
week.
go to fraud. That's the last one.
Mhm.
Fraud of the week. I think we're gonna have to make this unanimous. VAR, referees in general. Yeah, it has to be you guys and no one else. At the end of the day, fraud of the week. Chase just sent me a message. He's putting them too, so I'll put them in for that.
Nah, shout out.
All right.
Shout out,
Yeah,
Chase.
my
Go
picks
ahead,
are
Phil.
pretty similar to yours. My player of the week, I want to say Hwang Hee-chan just to spite Pep Guardiola with his Korean guy nonsense. That bum. But I have to give it to Watkins. Three goals. According to FPL, 2 assists, but like those fake assists, where it's like the shot rebound type. But just like all around amazing performance by him. Team of the week, I'm giving it to Liverpool, just because how proud I was with how they performed with 10 men from the 26th minute on, and with 9 men for over 25 minutes. When have you ever seen that before? Playing away from home against one of the most informed teams in the league with 9 men,
We
keeping
saw
it
Fulham
level.
do it, man. They had 3 red cards against United.
Keeping it level for so long. It just it took a unlucky own goal to do it at the end. But I was so proud of the team. I have no
I can't get
complaints
mad
at
at
all
that.
with the performance. Most disappointing team of the week. Again, I hinted at it before. I will never praise them on this podcast again. Everton Football Club. You disgust me, man. How can what I big you up saying you're gonna have a decent, maybe mid-table season finish, and then you go and lose to Luton Town? Come on, man.
Joke of a
Part of the
club,
week.
man.
Part of the week, like Gene, it's VAR or the PGMOL, but also specifically Darren England. You are my fraud of the week, sir. You either don't watch football matches or you don't do your job correctly. Either way, you stunk it up, and Howard Webb has to cover your ass now because of that shocking performance on Saturday after your paradise trip, whatever you were doing in the UAE, man. You stink.
Bro.
That's my picks.
Got you. Adrian, you ready? You got your picks loaded?
Yeah. I had Hwang Hee-chan as my player of the week too. He was really good. No, he's a really good player. I mean, I rated him for a while, and I'm happy to see him having one of his best seasons for Wolves so far. He hasn't had like a hugely successful Wolves career, but yeah, like I said, I'm happy to see him playing really well. I hope he continues to do so. I would say my team of the week is Crystal Palace. Because they expertly executed their game plan at Trafford. They went and they parked the bus, and they did what any team, I guess, mid-table or in the bottom half of the table, maybe slightly on the top half of the table, should do, going to Old Trafford, a team in their level, and they won, and it was brilliant. And that golazo from Anderson, it was crazy, man.
Elite tech, man.
Unbelievable.
But Wolves could use him up top.
Yeah,
No cap.
He's better than what they have, except maybe Kaladzic. I don't know why they didn't use Kaladzic, to be honest. He's not that bad. So I'll go ahead and say that was team of the week. So now, disappointing team of the week, Brighton easily, 6-1. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I watched the game and
Yeah,
with my
they just got
undivided
touched.
attention because it was at 7:30 a.m. on Saturday.
Right.
I
They
didn't
got
get up
package
to watch
pile
that.
driven, bro. They got. I did.
I watched a little bit of it, but still 6-1 for this team that we've sat here. I've criticized them a little bit, but at the same time I've talked so many good things about them. It's really weird and inconsistent, and like we were talking about them earlier, when the floodgates open, like it goes downhill badly. Yeah, really bad in there. And then my fraud of the week, it's pretty simple. Agree. We're doing we're all in unison here. Unanimous decision. VAR, PGMOL, refereeing in the Premier League, it's at an all-time low, and it's insane. Ironically, I watched All Time Low in concert last Thursday, so Yeah, I mean, just throwing it out there. It was a great.
Your man's doxing himself. Look at John Bellion's tour dates. You can see where he was.
That's crazy.
Brother just
No, not John. John
Mega docs.
Man just wanted to throw a little flex, bro. Like
Facts.
a little subtle flex.
But yeah, all right.
Trey?
I'll roll last, man.
What was that pause, man? You know it's you, and you just staring at
Nah.
Yeah, man, what's that dramatic reveal, bro?
No. I thought he had some
thinks he's the main character.
Nah, this guy,
Nah,
bro.
nah,
Chill.
He was thinking too hard of his OnlyFans start, bro. He's about to take off the hoodie.
Hey,
and shit.
bro.
Like, just go, man. Just continue.
There gotta be tears for something. Yo, bro, listen. You let me worry about the monetization strategy, all right? Leave that for later, all right?
Yeah, that setup doesn't pay for itself.
Not for. But all right, player of the week. I think it has to be Ollie Watkins. I don't think there's any other. I'm not gonna go against hat tricks anymore, guys. I'm not gonna do that like earlier episodes. Absolute fantastic player again. One of the main dismantlers of Brighton. Just made them look silly, bro. He's an absolute demon when it comes to just making Villa Park an absolute fortress. He's a big part in that. So shout out to Ollie Watkins. Team of the week. It's obviously between two teams, but I don't want to harp it on that one fixture. So I'm gonna go Wolves for team of the week. Again, they did the unthinkable very early. They took 3 points off of Man City, but not a lot of people expected. Very few people expected. They, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Gary O'Neil, shout out to the whole squad. Again, Pedro Neto, Hwang Hee-chan, absolute rock stars, absolute ballers. Again, doing the unthinkable. And you know what I'm saying? It ain't easy to go invincible in this damn league. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. Thank you for making me say that early. That's all I wanted to put out there.
The tieables, bro.
Don't worry about that. But is yours gold? Is yours gold? That's all I want to know. All right, cool. But,
I don't know. We got like 100 of those, bro.
I like how they keep talking. Arsenal fans keep talking about that gold Premier League trophy. I think it's like this
gold one.
Hey, don't worry about that. Though. Listen.
Yo, imagine replacing your teeth with a gold tooth, and they make that shit like this, bro, like a little tiny one.
Hey, it's pure. It's pure though. It's pure. It's pure though. 101. Don't worry about it. But all right, listen. Let me go. Okay, so we did that disappointing team of the week. There's some good options here, honestly, man. I think I'll go back though. I'll say Brighton. I'm sorry, you can't get 6-1 like that. I'm sorry. Villa Park is a fortress, cool, but you got to keep something respectable. They just absolutely steamrolled y'all. And again, they continue to expose the same problem Brighton has, and they haven't gotten over that hump. It's consistent transitions. They're getting destroyed, and they need to find a way to solve it, and they haven't. And it's the Achilles heel. It's glaring at this point, and just the fact that it continually gets exposed like this at this point in the season, it could spell trouble with, again, European fixtures and everything else coming into the mix. It could bode very, very unwell for Robert for De Zerbi, or about to say for all that stuff. So
European match.
Yeah, bad start to Europe.
Facts.
They gotta focus even more onto it.
It's a tough start to life, man. It ain't easy, bro. Word to Saeed. It ain't easy, honestly. And down to the fraud of the week again across the board. It's pretty simple. PGMOL. You guys, you should be ashamed. Are you not ashamed? You should be embarrassed right now.
They have no shame.
Embarrassing. I don't know, man. Everybody at the PGMOL, bro, right now. You should be a dinner man serving dinner for the kids in the secondary school, bro. You should be cutting grass. Yo, man, making this place fresh. I'm dead.
For the real footballers.
I'm telling you.
Adrian, your turn. Adrian, you say it now.
No, it's crazy. Hey. Nah, wildin'.
Yo, you trying to get some agendas.
Dead. But no. Let's get into it. All right, give me the dual prediction, man. Champions League prediction or your prediction. I don't know. You can do whatever y'all.
Nah,
feel,
it's Champions League. Don't suck in Europa, bro.
All right, cool. I just want to be nice.
Yeah.
We had Champions League prediction and Premier League prediction for this next game week. Whoever got them.
And these are bold. These might be controversial. Okay, I have mine ready.
Your discretion is advised.
I have mine ready. Newcastle will beat PSG at St. James's by at least 2 goals. Yeah, I said it first.
I wanted to look at.
And Luton Town will take points off of Tottenham on Saturday. Let's go. Give it to me. That agenda is strong right now.
Yeah, boy.
What's it go next?
Oh, that's crazy. I still gotta look at the Champions League fixtures. Hold on.
This guy, man.
I was segueing.
Okay, listen.
Napoli plays Real Madrid.
No, I got him.
I'll go since you're like, I don't know what you're doing. I'm gonna go same. I'm gonna do 2, since I'm feeling myself, after going 4 for 4, I'm feeling myself. I don't give a fuck.
Famous last words. Oh boy.
I'm gonna go. Newcastle is definitely gonna beat PSG. Okay, and I'm gonna give. I want to give a specific shout for goal. Isaac is gonna score a goal. I just want to throw that in there, a little thing.
Nah, be bold. Almiron. Bro, Almiron goal from Atlanta United.
Listen,
PSG. Bro,
you guys cut me off on my predictions. Okay, Newcastle are gonna beat PSG at home. Okay, they're gonna beat him, and PSG are not gonna score against them, and Isaac is gonna score a goal. Okay,
clean
sheet. And now for the Premier League, let's see the game. United gonna come out fierce, beat the team Brentford 3-0, or just 3-goal differential. We're coming to eat those boys up. Nope, don't care.
Man, pause.
Definite pause
No
right
pause.
there, but
No
they
pause.
no
No
pause.
pause.
Said no.
Nope. Continue.
Oh my goodness.
Continue. Restart and do it again.
Yeah, I respect that, Gene.
Okay. My Champions League prediction is that Porto will beat Barcelona.
Is that at the Camp Nou? Where's that match?
It's in Portugal. It's in the Estadio
Dragao.
Is that Dragao?
Yeah.
And right. And on Sunday, Manchester City without Rodri will beat Arsenal at the Emirates.
Ooh. You want to add to that? You're just gonna say a team that
that's
gonna beat a team.
That's how you know Adrian has no faith in his club, bro.
Yeah, if you think that's a bold prediction, that's crazy. If
well,
you
I don't know.
It's
just apparently we might be in a crisis. So is that
that's still not.
Nah, there's no crisis. The only crisis City is the allegation.
Y'all for real, bro. And that should be more of a crisis.
Both
not even that's a crisis.
Racism allegations and the 100 and something.
Yeah, Pep is never beating them, bro. Never.
How can you get away with that? By the way, if anyone imagine Klopp saying the normal people thing, and then this, bro, dude, and he's German, dude.
Yeah, as a German, you can't get away with that stuff. Yeah, that's facts.
He's going for his head, bro.
Pep has that spicy white.
Arteta already has the conquered. He already has the conquered phrase.
I'm dead. Hey man,
if he puts out one more thing,
bro. Mistranslation, bro. Leave him alone. I'm dead.
Go ahead, Trey.
All right. Champions League
and
predictions.
You have to listen before you do it. You have to give your prediction on the Arsenal and City game.
Damn, really? Damn.
Oh, yes,
I specifically did not want to do that.
Listen, you know how you did it with me? You have to do it.
Okay.
He's predicting that game. So
right.
And Trey, if you're still not familiar with the Champions League fixtures, there's the McAllister derby happening in the Europa League. So if you want, you can say something about that.
Oh my god!
Dang, shout out Kevin though. Shout out Kevin. But say no. Real quick, I got it. I got Feyenoord will keep a clean sheet and beat Atletico Madrid in the Champions League.
Yo, that is bold. That's so bold that it might be stupid.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. They've
been scoring, man.
They have been. Listen, this is a tough one. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is tough. That's very bold. But Feyenoord have been on a nice little run themselves.
Yeah, they're coming for you on Instagram with that. Watch out.
Yeah, listen. Hey, sorry, y'all. Fuck Atletico Madrid. I'm sorry. Yeah, I hate y'all. But that's beside the point. Premier League prediction. All right. Damn. Can I give two separate ones then? If that's the case.
Yeah, do what Gene did.
It's your prediction.
Yeah,
I'll give. It has to hit because if it doesn't hit.
Yeah. Damn. Newcastle and West Ham in the league. I'm looking at this fixture very, very keenly. I think West Ham will beat them. I'll beat them specific score. They'll beat them 2-1 from the 9:00 game, and in the Arsenal City game. Man, damn, I hate it here. Why would you pit these things against?
Just say it.
Damn.
Just say it right to the camera like I said it.
Just say
look right into the camera.
Yes.
Hey, right now, say that Arsenal will beat Man City.
You gotta do it, bro. The left center mid, man. He has his momentum. He has his confidence.
No.
Dare I say a brace?
No, Havertz will have GA in this game. Havertz will.
You gotta specify. I don't want you retconning GA means like gel and
yeah, he's gonna put gel in his hair for this game.
Havertz is gonna assist in this game, and we're gonna win this game. Fine.
Oh yeah, so you're from GA to just an assist?
GA. You always say you're gonna score.
All I was saying is you got to specify the GA means goal and assist. Like I don't want you retconning later.
He'll have a goal or assist in this game, and Arsenal will win. He's gonna play in the 9 this game. I bet money. Martinelli's not fit, so I bet you 9 times out of 10 they're gonna probably play Jesus on the left wing, and they're gonna start Havertz in the 9. That's literally. I'm telling you how it's gonna play.
Vieira?
That possibly Vieira, Odegaard, and Rice. That will probably be the 3.
Trossard's still not healthy.
Oh yeah, Trossard. I don't think. I think he might have popped up in training, but I don't know how.
Yeah, where's the goat and many?
Brother.
Oh, the new camp slayer, man.
Dog, I'm so mad y'all made me predict on this damn game. I didn't want to do it.
Not y'all. That was all Gene.
Listen, I made you do it against Arsenal, and it paid out pretty amazing.
Or against United, yeah, I know.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
like,
listen,
I made you remember. You didn't want to, and I was like, yo, you got to do it.
Yeah,
and you did it, and it came out amazingly for you.
Yeah, that's fair. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. Havertz on a roll, man. Havertz Hive, man. Havertz Hive up. We up, man. King Kai.
Oh, imagine when we're doing this. You City just freaking beat these guys like 4-0.
I will cry, bro. I will cry, bro. I will literally come on here in a black cloak. I'll have the hood. I'll have the hoodie on the entire time, cover my eyes. I'll do the Jimmy Butler emo thing. I'll have the emo.
Nah, you gotta come in with the suit.
This for my own funeral?
You gotta come in with the suit, bro.
That's Shannon Sharp.
Come with the suit, man.
Nah, bro. Funeral settings, bro. We'll see. We'll do. It depends on what the result is, man. But all right, that's pretty much all we got for this episode, man. Closing notes as we go through, man. Adrian, give us your closing notes.
I'm fairly confident for this weekend. Fairly, I think we can do it. And if we don't, then you all have the. Well, you're gonna do it anyway, but go ahead and laugh at me. I might show up with a paper bag over my head or something like that.
That's crazy. With just the
now that you said that, you have to. If City loses, you have to show up with a paper bag, like the kid from Chester from Fairly Odd Parents.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And
listen, should have said something else because I don't have any of those paper bags. I'm gonna have
you
to
gotta buy it.
Get the plastic, bro.
129. Yep.
Okay, if we lose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
There's my closing statement.
Yes, I love it. All
right, man. That's crazy. Phil, give us your closing statements, dog.
My closing statement is just the referees in England need to fix up, man. It's this is the spotlight has never been shining on you brighter than this. So be the most productive you can and actually make positive change. Don't just hole up in your shell in your closet and protect your own. Let's improve the game of football.
Get out the closet, boys. For real.
Wow. Gene, is that your closing statement or you got something else?
Nah, I don't know why he's laughing at that.
What's not to laugh at, bro?
Okay. I'm just making sure. I want you to specify the laughter towards. 2 closing statements. 1. Adrian, how can you say you're fairly confident and then your bold prediction?
Yes.
I'm gonna beat Arsenal. Come on. Let's be honest here. And my actual closing statement. Eras come to an end. Diddy, yours is close. Trust.
One loss to Wolves on our. That's insane. That's crazy.
Bro,
how much people are praying.
Bro, let me take advantage, bro. You guys are
gonna
win
his agenda got
25 weeks.
Yeah.
You're gonna win the next 25 weeks in a row, bro. Let me.
But just know if City wins Arsenal, the Gene that's gonna show up next week. Oh my. Yeah, Adrian, you really will need that paper bag. It's gonna be.
All depends, because then if we lose Brentford like 4-0,
it's also.
No one cares, man. You never lost to Palace, and none of us are even slagging you off. We're all just.
Yeah.
I'm
not gonna lie, but if he did,
other stuff happened, bro.
Yeah. If Brentford do cook them, and Brentford ain't been great lately, I'm not gonna lie. If Brentford do cook United, that's a different game we were talking about.
I'm pretty sure we're at home too. That's another Old Trafford game. Mm-hmm. We got to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we don't win, then I'm gonna be very I'm gonna listen. If United lose to Liverpool, I'm gonna have to come in a costume too. I'm not gonna. Yeah, my bad. If we lose to Brentford, I'm coming in a costume too. I'm not gonna disclose exactly what it is. I don't want to make an errand like at 8 p.m. to go buy a paper bag or something like that. But I will wear something that is to show my my disappointment.
Can I say bold prediction for the season? At some point during the season, a member of Yanks Talk Ball will show up to the podcast with a clown wig and a red nose.
I was thinking that too,
It's gonna happen.
I was thinking it
Who will it
too.
be? Well, who knows? But it will happen.
Bro, my money's on Chase. I love him, but my money's on Chase.
Bro,
I think he loves bets. He loves bets too.
He has to recreate that GIF where they have a player and they just put the mask on like.
No, yeah, just.
Nah, he loves bets too. So we
put it off, and then just like first thing in the show, just
he's addicted to gambling.
He'll definitely get baited into it, bro.
100, yeah. My closing statement
is no mask, by the way.
Yeah, I was say
get baited, but no mask into it, you know.
Yeah. My closing statement is so yeah, in the week you guys won't see me again until after next week. But in the meantime, I'll be visiting every church, mosque, and synagogue for any holy objects to bless this game as possible. I'm finding holy water. I'm finding Quran.
Bro, now that you said that, you better do it. You better actually do it.
Bro, I'm on the
You're
way.
Gonna look like the Peru fans against Brazil trying to freaking curse still lose.
Nah, I'm not even trying to curse City, bro. I'm just trying to bless my mans, bro. Like this is serious, bro.
Hey, in the group chat, send a pic of you outside a mosque in the group chat, and we'll know you're for real.
Copy that.
You can't be all talk.
You gotta do the prayer and everything, bro. You gotta be doing the whole 9 yards. Not just take a picture. You gotta be in there with everything, bro. Like for a whole week at least, man.
I ain't gonna
start fasting like 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Bro, I don't know. You gotta figure something out.
If that get us to Cook City, I'm with you.
I'm waiting to hear it. I'm waiting to see it.
You will see. I will show you my fast progress throughout the whole week. I'm on vibes, bro. But make sure you guys rate this podcast 5 stars, man. If you go to all your audio podcast platforms, again, the Spotify for podcasts, Apple Podcasts, just type in Yanks Talk Ball. We'll be right there. Just go to the top left corner where all the star ratings are. Type in 5, you know what I'm saying? Click on 5 stars. Go tell a friend that we're out here. We're talking ball like nobody else on the internet, so we can go reach more people. And on top of that, we're available everywhere else on all the other audio podcast platforms. We're available on YouTube. We're available on all these social platforms as well, the TikToks, the Twitters, the Instagrams, all that stuff, everything at Yanks Talk Ball. So if you want the podcast, if you want clips, snippets, all this exclusive stuff that you don't see in the pod, make sure you go check out that side as well. With that being said, it's gonna be a very energetic week, so you may either see us all happy, all sad, or depressed, or a mix of emotions across. So you're gonna see some good stuff next week, but until then, that's all we got for this episode of Yanks Talk Ball. But we'll talk to you all soon. Peace.